scoops right to the line, and on the first down throw, goes down the middle, and it's a touchdown for Rylan Rodolunas. 13-0 lead on the board in the first quarter. Jackson again looking for fish, and this time the pass is on the money. From St. John's Prep.
Wow.
This one's good! And intercepted by Anthony Caruso. And here he goes. The quarterback is on the loose. Four-man rush. Throws across the body. Looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. And look out. Inside the 10, the 5, touchdown Exeter. Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off in the flat. It's Lynch. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good! He's got a first down and then some. He's got a first and right side. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. It's the Bolin. Great cut. He's going to turn on the Jets. Morrison again through the hole. Look out. On his first carry tonight, the junior Brooks Connors is gone. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Nashua. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the Bishop Guertin Cardinals and the Nashua South Purple Panthers. Quarterfinal action in Division I. This 2025 state football tournament rolls on. The winner heads to next weekend's semifinal. This one also a rematch from just a few weeks ago. Both teams explosive. Both teams put together a bit of a win streak here at the right time. And both teams, of course, are accustomed to playing on this turf field under the lights here at Stello Stadium. Technically a home game for Nashua South. They are the number 4 seed. The Cardinals finished right behind them at number 5. They are technically the visitors tonight. Of course, South really caught fire late in the regular season. They stayed hot with that playoff win, putting up 44 over Londonderry last week in the preliminary round. And Bishop Guertin had a big second half to take care of Nashua North in the 5 versus 12 matchup. So both teams got wins last weekend. A lot of similarities, Steve.
Yep.
Some star power on both sides, loyal fan bases. This one has all the ingredients for perhaps an instant classic.
Okay, so why are we here today? For one reason, or multiple reasons. One, a quarterback both quarterbacks gunslingers, both quarterbacks highly intelligent, both quarterbacks can run as good as any quarterback in the league. Great receivers to throw to. Excellent, powerful running backs and a good stable on each team to work with that. And the offense and defensive lines of this team, not only are they big, they're talented, they're well coached, and you're going to see a lot of good technical stuff in the trenches, which we'll be calling all elements of that. But that's why we're here tonight. I've heard people talk about favoritism on both ends, so I really don't know how to predict this game, Nick. I think there's some keys that we can go after the commercial break. We might be able to talk about a little bit. But this is a matchup that you and I and Ben and the team, we really felt this game is really going to make a statement to the rest of the 8 of the 7 other players in the tournament or teams in the tournament. This game coming out of this is going to clearly make a statement that you beat the best tonight if you come out a winner.
Quarterfinal action, as we mentioned, all 4 games in Division I taking place tonight. Pinkerton and Wyndham, that game already underway. Bit of an early start, 5 o'clock Eastern. At last look, the Astros held a slim lead over the Jaguars. Later tonight, top seed Bedford will look to stay undefeated. They host number 8 Winnicunnet. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. And then the final quarterfinal game of the night is in the Queen City of Manchester, the number 2 seed Manchester Memorial, playing host to Salem Blue Devils. They've won 5 in a row, including last week's first round win over Portsmouth. All right, the officials are down on the field. The teams are set to come out in about 3 minutes or so. So we'll take a break now, come back, we'll get the entrance, we'll get the coin toss, we'll get the national anthem, and then we'll get things going at the bottom of the hour. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, we're back here at Stello Stadium in Nashua. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals getting set for this quarterfinal matchup between Bishop Guertin and Nashua South. We are awaiting the arrival of the home team, Nashua South, the number 4 seed, the Purple Panthers. Both teams 7-2 during the regular season. They met on October the 10th. That was week number 6. That was a big second half for South. They outscored BG 20-0 after trailing by 2 scores at the break. They win that game 28-20. Both teams have since won 3 straight coming in. So anybody's guess tonight on a cool night. Temperature right now about 42 degrees as the Purple Panthers take the field.
They're not going to feel it, Nick, tonight. This is going to be perfect for them. Great opportunity. BG needs that as far as the depth is concerned. Obviously, a little bit less depth, but Coach Nalen has done a terrific job recruiting and bringing more players onto BG, and that is a big reason why this year, this is his 3rd year. And what you look for in a coach is between the 2nd and 3rd year, you want real progression, and boy, he's delivered on that. Everybody's dialed in. If you look at the situation with the transition, we talked about it on our Gridiron program the other night, Nick. On Thursday night, we talked about the transition to Coach Porter from Coach Knight. Just a model of how you get it done. These 2 programs are in excellent shape. I expect an excellent battle tonight. There's also a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings between these 2 teams, and I really think you're going to see that tonight when they go at it. Last game, we ended up 28-24. Tight game. I don't expect anything less tonight. I think it's really important that BG get off to a good start on tackling because the offensive line, depending on who receives the ball, both of these lines are good. But I really think that BG's got to come out as the away team tonight, make a statement early.
Let's send things down to the field for the color guard presentation and then a live rendition of the national anthem.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise if you are able? remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem by the Bishop Guertin Cardinal Marching Band.
Well, there it is, the national anthem performed by the Bishop Guertin Cardinal Marching Band. We're live here in Stello Stadium. We're broadcasting worldwide tonight on our YouTube channel, FNLNH Media, and of course, we're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network tonight as well. Speaking of the NFHS Network, we're on exclusively tomorrow with them in Manchester for the D2 semifinal matchup between Plymouth and Trinity, another game, Steve, I know you're looking forward to.
Absolutely. Just a jam-packed weekend, a highly competitive football. Neither game, Nick, I know how to pick, to be honest with you. Both these teams 7-2. When they've shown that when they're at their highest, they're a lethal group, pair of teams here. And I expect that to continue throughout this game, and I expect it to continue in tomorrow. I don't expect Plymouth had beaten Trinity by quite a bit earlier in the year. I don't expect that to happen again. I think it's going to be a much tighter game. Trinity's a very different team they were, as we talked about last night.
What do we see here tonight? Give us some keys.
Well, what we see here is a battle of two very solid lines. That's both offense and defense, Nick. I think it's very, very important that the quarterbacks perform extremely well. If it's not there, if it's double coverage, if it's tight single coverage, don't throw the ball, because the teams that make the mistake are going to be the ones on the short end of the stick tonight for sure. Secondly, special teams got to be really careful. They have fantastic kick returners, Nick, on punt return as well as kickoff return. They have to be very careful about just not hitting some line banger right to the top returner, because that could spell, have a real negative effect on them as well. So I think turnovers are going to be key tonight. I think offensive line work, but there's a lot of, I don't want to say pressure. There's going to be a spotlight from me on these two quarterbacks, Jackson and Bowen, because they are fantastic.
Yeah, two of the, well, how about this?
Got to bring their A game.
Four of the Ukika Player of the Year Awards semifinalists are in this game. Two for Bishop Guertin.
Wow.
And two for Nashua South. You mentioned Jackson and Bowen, but also Rocco Roy, the junior wide receiver for the Cardinals, is on that final 10 list. And Josh Tripp, the two-way star for Nashua South, the senior, one of their tackle leaders out of the secondary.
Yeah.
He's a player to watch tonight for sure.
You know what else, real quick, tonight? You got to watch this defensive front of and the pressure that South can put on a quarterback, Nick. That's good. This offensive line of BG is going to have to come out and play their A game tonight, because this is a tremendous defensive front. Both teams are solid, but the athletes on defensive end and the penetration the two tackles get is fierce.
Colin Levesque is back deep. Justin Fish is back deep. Both are big play threats for Nashua South.
He's great.
Purple Panthers appropriately in their purple jerseys tonight as the home team, the black pants, the white socks, the white helmets, the white lettering. And in the white jerseys as the road team on their home field. That's the Cardinals. Bishop Guertin. They're going to tee up the ball at the 40-yard line and kick left to right here. White jerseys, white pants, gold helmets with the green letters. The official tonight, Referee Ernie Rierig blows the whistle, says we're ready to go. We've got a 5-man crew down on the field. A bit of an early start tonight, 6:30 Eastern time, full dark here on the East Coast. Lights are on. We are ready for action. The crowd is packed. Standing student sections as we get underway. This one fielded off the bounce. It's Fish over the 25. He's wrapped up and dropped at about the 26-yard line. A number of Cardinals are there, including the senior Brody Blood. Still, pretty good starting field position for Cody Jackson and company. Jackson led his team to the quarterfinal round a year ago. Some unfinished business with this senior group. And finished pretty strong. Against 7-2. They won their last two and had no problem with Londonderry in round number 1. A 44-15 victory.
Let's watch these trenches.
4-man front on first down. It's a handoff, and that's Levesque straight ahead. Not going to get much as the hole snaps shut. A couple of players up front, including Bishop Kearns, 5'11", 280-pound junior there to plug things up. Only a gain of 1, second down and 9.
Well, look at the offensive play calling. These large cards, Nick, that they're flashing in threes there with different codes on them. We saw a neon scoreboard the other night. It's getting really creative.
End-to-end run. Levesque turns the corner. He's over the 30, and he tumbles down at about the 32, maybe the 33. Pretty good run there.
Yeah, a little better push from the offensive front as well there, Nick. The first one, they're kind of standing around, standing up. That's going to happen in the beginning of the game. But that looked much better as a result of better run, better yardage.
Gain of 6. Jackson's got them right at the line. The senior quarterback facing a 3rd and 3. 7-man box for BG. Snap taken. Play fake, roll out to his left. Jackson off the back foot. He's got a man. It's Fish. Catch, first down. Over the 40, and then Fish lowering the shoulder up to the 45-yard line. That fires up the home sideline. Fresh set of downs for Nashua South.
Cody Jackson, look at the coordination. This is not even his strong side. This is weak side. And look at that nice little beautiful touch on that pass, Nick. He's such an athlete. He's so coordinated, and he's smart. Boy, that's a threesome right there as far as having some assets. He is something else to watch.
12-yard gain. Drew Redfern on the tackle. First down South. They throw it right back to Fish. Catch, little jig move. Still on his feet. Cross midfield. Flirting with the first down marker now, and he should have enough.
He's got it. That was hard work, but paid off right there.
A 11-yard pickup. Most of that after the catch by Justin Fish.
Quick initial reaction. Cody Jackson looked very comfortable out there, Nick. His footwork was perfect right there. And that's just great second, third, fourth, and fifth effort by that young man to grab the first down.
Gavin Harnham eventually able to wrestle him down, but the junior off to a good start here. 2 catches, 23 yards receiving on the drive. First down South. They're in Cardinal territory at the 44. They've got Levesque in the slot, and he's tackled right away. Spun down by Sam Fayed after a short gain of 3.
You're going to see not a lot of yardage that goes on these plays, but they are really testing that BG defense to come up and screw down, and there's a reason for that. And they're getting that done. They got 4 yards, actually, after all. Not too bad. Got a little forward progress there. This offense is in tune right now, running good tempo.
Second down and 6. Quick snap, quick throw. Right side, catch made, and shy of the 35-yard line goes the receiver. That's Levesque again.
I like this game plan, Nick.
It's a 5-yard pickup.
BG continually is playing soft, and Cody and the offensive unit is going to keep on sending in plays that are going to respond to that. This is good situational football, good read and react on the offensive side. Coordinator calling in some good plays, taking what's there.
3rd down and 1. They go back to the ground. Levesque gets through the hole, and he's got a first down. That's Sam Levine. Levine, the senior, able to zigzag in the hole there. Down to about the 27, another South first down.
Both teams like tempo, Nick. They've always have all season long. They like to do this, especially coming out quick, get the defense off guard. Right so far, it's working.
Ryan Connolly able to drag down Levine, but not before an 8-yard pickup on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10, opening drive, 3 minutes in. South looking good here from the 27. Quick throw down the seam.
What a
Fish,
pass.
the catch. He's sandwiched down shy of the goal line at about the 2-yard line. That's a 25-yard grab through the air.
If you ever want to see footwork, just keep your eyes on Cody. Look at this footwork and the quick release. gone. Throws a dart right into the breadbasket. What receiver wouldn't love getting that pass for yards after the catch? They're on fire right now. Nice hit there, but not before. They're right on the goal line, 1st and goal on the 2.
Alex Dolan and Ryan Connolly may have saved the touchdown. Nonetheless, Levine, right side, hitting the backfield, and eventually he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage as BG able to flood the zone there. Fide leaving the charge, and it's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, there was no read there, Nick. They were going for him right for the beginning. They were already after him before they could have even read the play. That's just great pursuit, great call, defensive call. You kind of know they're going to hand off to him, but got to be careful here because they have Cody Jackson who can run the football as well.
Coach Porter.
But good defensive play.
Got that line of communication open with the senior quarterback for 2nd down and goal. They're going to run a stretch run here, and it's Levesque. Finds the crack, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Offense looks potent here, Nick.
South capitalizing there. An impressive drive to open the game. Just over 4 minutes. A 2-yard touchdown run by Colin Levesque. And South is on the board first, 6-0.
Well, two things have to happen. Coordinator calling the plays, upstairs giving them intelligence, and then the execution of the play of the young men on the field. You get those 3 things going on offense, that's good. And the execution of the offensive line has been great. And I really like the sequence of plays and how they attack the open space in the field underneath, and then they go in with some inside runs, Nick. Right now, they look solid.
Extra point, line drive effort, up and good as it sneaks through the left upright. Preston Boyce, who has been solid all season. The senior makes it 7-0. So Nashua South, they get the football first. They make a statement, and now BG asked to respond here with 4 minutes going.
Well, I think we know why Coach Porter decided to receive the ball. This offense is up and running and fine-tuned. Cody Jackson, there's a reason why he gets the buzz that he does. He leads a football team. He's extremely well-trained. There's no question about it. Great tight handoffs. Everything he did in that drive was a coach could not be happier of how he managed that offensive drive, Nick. How many minutes? 8 minutes? 4 minutes. Didn't take – that's not a long drive. I've seen it done shorter, obviously, but very, very, very consistent down the field with different plays, attacking all sides.
This offense has been potent under Jackson really all season.
Yep.
It's a stretch in late September, early October where they scored 43 straight times. And then they close out the year with a 51-point effort in the Week 8 victory at Merrimack. They put up 25 at defending champion Pinkerton to close things out. And then against traditionally tough Londonderry last week, 51 in that first round win.
Well, BG will take that field position. Line shot right at the second line there and did a nice job. I like the way he just grabbed the ball and ran straight up field.
That's right.
Watch him choose the first seam. Go ahead, Nick. Sorry.
Yeah, Ryan Connolly, no nonsense there.
Now watch him step up as soon as he gets it. Nice step up, grabs all the yardage that was available. Nice job.
Tackled around the ankle by Cole Patno, the senior for South. So 1st and 10, BG trailing here 7-0. Begin the drive at their own 40-yard line. Bowen, left side throw. He's got Dolan. The catch made, trying to shake off.
Oh,
Lefebvre.
nice work.
To fight his way near midfield in the first down stick.
He's got it. Boy, that's both of these teams, Nick, that's a nice play. One of the things about Bowen that you really like is his outside passes. He just puts them right in the right spot. He really enables his receivers to catch it securely and safely. They have a lot of confidence in receiving the ball from him, and that's why you get that yards after the catch there. So both teams rolling.
Yeah, both teams like to play up tempo as well. BG ready. Bowen fakes the handoff, and he's met by a purple wave right up the middle. Leading the charge there on a big stick, Bruno Concalves. Brendan Queen as well. No gain on the play. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage there, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Bruno looks good. No question about it, Nick. That offensive surge, defensive surge coming in, just nothing there for Nathan to attempt at those literally no seam. These guys are rugged. This defensive line, like I talked about at the beginning of the game, is solid.
5 minutes gone by, first quarter. BG is 2nd and 10. Bowen going to show off the arm, and this one juggled and incomplete, trying to find his classmate the junior Rocco Roy.
We'll get another look at this, Nick, but to me it was a little behind him, but a catchable ball just the same. And he did have the yardage for the first down right there. So this is an answer back third down here that has real first quarter, if you will, importance. You want to stay current with the score that just happened against you, and we'll see how they can do here.
3rd and 10.
Expect it to go in the air for sure.
BG seeking the 40-yard line. Bowen, 2-step drop, throws to his right. He's got a man. It's Faed. He's inside the 40 and a first down. He needed 10. They get 11. First catch for Sam Faed. He's been consistent.
Is something else.
Really on both sides of the ball. Had 3 tackles there on that opening drive. Defensively as his first catch tonight. And a first down for BG.
I mean, you can see Nathan Bowen has tremendous confidence to throw the ball in tight spaces. He's just got to make sure plays within himself and doesn't go too risky. But his quick release gets him a lot of completions, Nick, that a lot of quarterbacks can't get.
Going to go under center here on a 1st and 10. Football at the Panther 39. Handoff, left side. This is Logan Curran. And he's going to fight, move that pile down inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line.
Yes, folks, number 77 out there. Nalen is a freshman, folks. I mean, that defies the laws of gravity and physics right there.
That's Vincent Nalen,
Vincent Nalen. He is the left tackle, and he's starting as a freshman, and he earns it every game.
Of course, the head coach is Anthony Nalen,
yeah.
now in his 3rd season.
Nobody's going to question that placement.
Got a 2nd down and 8. They go to Zolan, looks to cut up. He's at the 35 before his first hit. Spun down at about the 34-yard line. Gain of 4 there, so it looks like BG facing a 3rd down and 5.
Well, Alex does a nice job running right there. You watch him slide out, has a great forward lean, and he's driving his legs the whole time. You see right there, he got his team an extra 3 or 4 yards. Again, a big 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Panthers showing blitz. Bowen runs up the middle, and
he's going to be
it's
short.
going to be well short, about 2 yards short. First down marker is inside the 30. The football is outside the 30.
Yeah, got to be going for it there. That's a 46-yard, 45-yard field goal attempt. I don't think that's going to happen. As good a kicker as he is, Nick. So
they're going for it.
They're going for it. Makes all the sense in the world. They're deep in the territory. Want to keep this drive alive.
Trailing 7-0. BG going to put the quarterback under center. Crowd getting loud here, stomping on the bleachers as Bowen calls his own number on 4th down.
Believe he has
got it.
Yep.
He'll lean down. He's got the first down at about the 28-yard line.
Well, big players do big things at big times, Nick, and that's a run right there where you want to put it where the money is. Yep, good odds right there. He just carries. Found a nice seam, a good down block there by the right guard. And that opened up that seam, and watch Bowen just kind of slide around his hips and drive upfield.
Quick throw on 1st down. This one's secured along the sideline and down inside the 20 before it's all said and done.
Well, if you're calling the plays for BG or South, nothing's better than when you get 9 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, that's Jake Bowen, the freshman. Yep. That's the younger brother of the junior quarterback, Nate Bowen.
And Jake pulls it in. I just can't say enough about what Nathan's doing here on this quick release and just reading and releasing the ball at just the right time and the turnaround underneath. Both teams fighting for underneath passes.
Bowen spins to his left on 2nd and 1, keeps it himself for a first down.
Well, it's the similarities between these two drives. I would say that, it's a they're down on the 15-yard line, but the same philosophy, Nick.
Yep.
I would say BG's working a little harder than what it appeared South did, but still a very good drive and very good play sequencing as well.
South went down to open up the scoring. 4-minute drive, 2-yard touchdown by Colvin Levesque. BG 4 minutes later in the red zone. But this one is stuffed up on 1st and 10. A big gang tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they gave him a lot of time for that forward progress. I've been noticing that this year at all levels, college, pros, and high school, at least in New Hampshire from what we've seen. The officials, if they see forward progress and stepping, they let it go longer than what they used. A couple of years ago, they were blowing the whistle before it even finished.
Yeah, that was a full 4 or 5 seconds.
It sure was.
2nd down and 10. And again, the crowd getting loud here at Stellos. Purple Panthers, they want to stop. Bowen, quick throw. Roy able to come back and make the grab shy of the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they're
contested there by Fish. Fish thought it was incomplete. But that is a catch for Roy. It's his first grab, and they're going to spot the ball actually at about the 7-yard line.
We're going to see it here. It looked awful good to me, Nick. I could be wrong, but let's take a look. Now, he had that up above him, and he had his right arm wrapped around it. It looked like, I don't know what you saw, but looked like a completion to me. But I understand why he was saying it, because it was bobbling a little bit. On the ground, was it? Okay. Again,
either way, 3rd down and 2. They rule it a catch. It's an 8-yard gain. 2 receivers left side. Cardinals go to the ground. This is Hudson Schmidt, and he is going nowhere.
Yeah, defense coming up big here.
Cole Patno got low there for the tackle, and it's 4th down and 3, decision time for Coach Nalen. And I think he's bringing the field goal unit on here.
Yeah, he's going to try to get points in the board. He's looking for positive movements. A long game, 2 minutes left. Does have a good kicker, Nick, so I get it. But, boy, that...
Well, of course, the kicker is the quarterback, and now he's under center.
They
are going for it. 4th and 3. Another run. Breaking through is Curran, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard run on 4th down by Logan Curran, the junior, able to scurry into the end zone for 6, and BG a point away from tying the game early in this first quarter.
Yeah, look at that offensive line getting it done. That is a well-designed play, Coach Nalen. That was a great timing call. And look at the decoys. You've got a fake handoff to the right, and then you got Nate Bowen going for the jet on the outside and the other side. You just freeze the whole defensive backfield. Look at the execution on that. Wow.
Extra point is good. We've got ourselves a tie game. 2 sustained drives here, eating up most of this first quarter. We're left with inside of 2 minutes to play. But BG gets the response they want there, Steve. Some power football to close it out. Coach Nalen not afraid of going for it on
Not at all. That's a gutsy call, Nick. I like the fact he kind of made it look like it was going to kick, gets right up there, doesn't waste any time in making the call. But the decoy work of the running back and Bowen, both splitting out on either side. You could look at the linebackers. They're stepping out. That just opened. And the offensive line did a great job and nice run. Quick hitter through the hole. We love quick hitters in order to get through a great defensive line that you just can't sustain those blocks without. You got to go quick hit. So that if you did want to put on a show, you just saw a BG show on offense and you just saw a South show on offense that tells you every reason why they're 7-2 and they want to get to the dance.
As we talked about in the open, these two teams have been explosive all season long on the short list of fun offenses to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And that was apparent on the 2 opening drives. All right, meanwhile, this one is blown dead midair. And a flag is down back at the 40-yard line where the kick took place.
So what are we going to do here?
It's likely a procedure call against the Cardinals. They're going to back this one up 5 yards.
Field position's important.
First penalty either way, and the first time we hear tonight from referee Ernie Rarick.
Well, one of the things you look at tonight, Nick, you got to say these offenses are outstanding because of the fact that defenses are taking the proper, reads, at taking the proper position, but the offensive line and the quarterback and skill player efficiency, Nick, is just too good. The calls on the field are outstanding, the sequencing. They're always attacking the underneath passing, and it's working for both teams.
On the return, Fish met in the open field, breaks a tackle at the 25, and then dances out to the 30. Boy, great contact balance.
Yep.
Fish only a junior.
He's a bull.
So the sky is the limit. No matter what happens here tonight, he'll be back with South next year, but he's already factored into this first quarter. 3 catches on that opening drive. Play of the drive of 25 yards.
And he factored a big time in the Pinkerton game, Nick, that we did. He was solid. He you can tell he's that junior that's on the march into growth right now. That's what happens. He'll come back next year. Remember so many players we've seen as juniors come back as seniors.
Meanwhile, Levine on first down, trying to grind out some yards to his right, but
good wraps.
Edge is well protected there. It's Kearns, it's Connolly, and company for the Cardinals.
Well, both of these defensive lines, Nick, get it done. They provide their linebackers with the kind of space and the vision that they need to make their reads and meet the offensive running backs at the line. That's exactly what you saw right there. So good work here on both defensive lines.
Meanwhile, Jackson facing a blitz on 2nd and 9. Under pressure throw. Catch made.
What a play.
That's a good grab by Rafal Perone, the sophomore. Eventually dragged down by Fayed at about the 45-yard line. A first down there, a gain of 13.
If you are a college looking for a quarterback, take a look at this young man, because if you look at his footwork, his ability to stay in the pocket, focus downfield, reads his pocket well. We'll talk about more there, going high tempo here.
Yep, handoff Levine, trying to bounce it right side, hit at the line of scrimmage.
Nice defensive
and
play.
Rolls forward to about the 46-yard line, just a 1-yard gain there for Levine.
Pace is very, very quick and very deliberate here.
Yeah, it forces us to pick up the pace here in the booth.
I don't know if you can see down there, maybe in between a play, we'll show you the big playing cards that are going up there with numbers and symbols on them that are calling in those plays.
Yeah, kind of college system. 2nd down and a sack here as off the edge comes Aaron Shimalecki, the senior. Going to celebrate with his classmates there. He was almost untouched. And he puts Jackson to the turf back at the 37.
Yeah, Nick calls this guy's name so many times, I think he knows him, because it's just Chimalecki. The last how many games you're calling his name, Nick, at key times?
Yeah,
he's a load.
Comes from a BG football family,
yep. Yes,
as
he
we
does.
know, and just the latest rendition. He's been a terror on that edge specifically.
Absolutely.
This season. All right, we are a quarter in already. 7-7 as we move to the second. BG facing, South facing a 3rd down and long when we come back. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, there's a look at the Bishop Guertin Cardinal Band. They're banging the drums in real time here as we begin the second quarter. South facing 3rd down and 18, and they're going to pick up a first down. Cody Jackson able to find his receiver, Colvin Levesque, over the middle. They needed 18. They get 19 in a first down.
Look at this quick release. Bang, right there. That's a guy who's comfortable in the pocket. His mechanics are sound. We had Trevor Knight last night on our, the TKQB Academy. I'm sorry, Trevor.
Close. TKQB
trains
Academy.
Quarterbacks, and I guarantee you he'd like what he's seeing from Mr. Jackson and Mr. Bowen tonight.
Meanwhile, Levine, after a quick snap, picks up 3 yards down to the BG 42-yard line. Cody Jackson, 6 completions in that first quarter. That 19-yard pickup adds to the tally. He's having a great first half. Yeah, Trevor Knight, formerly of Nashua South, standout there, standout at UNH, and then played professionally at the CFL before opening up TKQB Academy. This one is dropped. The normally sure-handed Colvin Levesque wishes he could get that one back. Instead, it's 3rd down and 8.
This pass is almost too good, Nick. Watch this. Bang, you got to grab that one. He started turning his head a little bit early there, that's all. He'll get it right, but Cody's on fire right now with technique, commanding the offense completely. Look at him, managing the whole field here and then doing great individual things afterwards.
First down stick is at the 35. Cardinals looking for a stop.
Gonna change up.
South looking for guidance from the sideline. Coach Porter may have called an audible there. Jackson, a quick word at the line of scrimmage, facing a 4-man front. Minute gone by, second quarter. Jackson throws down the middle.
Wow.
Levesque with the step at the 15, wrapped up and dragged down by Connolly at about the 12-yard line. Another big gainer there, a 31-yard pickup.
Silver and gold here, Nick. Nothing short of that. Look at Cody. Look at that footwork right there, releasing the ball, lofting it just right. This guy is in the zone, to say the least.
Yeah. His last 2 completions have gone for 50 yards combined.
We've seen
31 there.
We've seen it all year from so many quarterbacks in this state.
Levesque turns it up. That's Levine going to go into the end zone for a touchdown, a 14-yarder. As Sam Levine caps off an impressive drive by the Purple Panthers. A key 3rd and 18 completion kept that one going. And ultimately, it's Levine in the end zone to make it 13-7.
Again, what else are you going to say about Cody here? Watch this on replay. Well, we'll watch it afterwards. Get a good one. Do a little slow-mo here to see his mechanics. Watch this. Yeah,
here's a look at the
run.
Yep. That's Levine on a good cut.
We'll look at that, too. Yep.
And then keeps his balance as he goes into the end zone.
Yeah, gives the camera. We love that.
Meanwhile, back on the field is Preston Boyce, the right-footed kicker, trying to make it a 7-point lead. Up and good. 14-7. Minute and a half gone by. Second quarter. South back out in front.
Offensive line to Nashua South. Panthers, Nick, is in the zone as well. But if we can watch that last pass by Cody Jackson, you're going to just see a quarterback who is just he already is something. And look at that. Look at that release right there. Can it get any better than that? Right in the middle of his route run. Nice pattern there. Run by Calvin Levesque. Yep. Look at that play. That's a pretty football play right there.
Right over the shoulder, and then a couple plays later, it's Levine in the end zone from 14 yards out.
Execution to a high degree right there.
Here's a look at the Stellos crowd tonight. Chilly night here in mid-November. Playoff football, quarterfinal round, next weekend's semifinals.
Yep.
Well, that ticket is on the line tonight.
Oh, yeah.
The winner would get the winner of Bedford versus Winnicott. That game has just kicked off.
Yep.
All right, so for the second time here in the first half, the Cardinals look for a response after allowing a touchdown.
Nice job following his blocks.
Squib kick near side, covered up by Dion Cisse, the sophomore.
Yeah.
And with no return, still pretty good field position for BG. They'll start at their own 38-yard line.
Well, efficiency on offensive drives is not a problem here tonight for Nashua South Panthers. I would argue that as well that BG is pretty efficient on its touchdown that they had. But you got to keeping up with this South offense is going to be a toll. But they have a challenge. But they have the people to do it. Nate Bowen himself is an outstanding quarterback. Let's see him show his stuff.
Bowen in the gun here against a 4-man run. Goes over the middle, quick catch, quick hit, and a quick first down. Momentum's going to carry the receiver all the way to the South 38-yard line.
Boy, these guys are something else.
So they flip field position on a 24-yard gain. We get a look at that quick throw there from Bowen.
Well, they started to screw down here, and look at that right underneath. Linebackers kind of worked their way outside and stepped back, and they picked it right up. Nice pass.
Dolan, his second catch. 2 grabs, 38 yards unofficially here in the first half. Handoff inside. This is Curran, who scored the Cardinal touchdown. He's rebelled by Goncalves.
Yep.
At about the 36-yard line, a short 2-yard gain.
Well, good defensive line work right there. Offensive line had a little crease for him, but they filled in the perimeter on the backside of that little crease, Nick. BG doing a good job staying square, coming up, making some good tackles, closing everything down from the outside in.
Just over 2 minutes gone by. Second quarter, a second down and 8.
Interesting play call here.
Bowen, 4 receivers, 3 right side. He's looking right. He's throwing down the middle, and that one incomplete, nearly intercepted.
That was risky.
In the area there was John McDevitt. May have gotten his hands on the football.
I think he did.
Either way, incomplete, and it's 3rd and 8.
Well, let's take a look. There's one problem with this pass. It isn't the decision because he had space, but you got to loft this over the defender, Nick. That ball was fired on a very, very tight line. You almost want to lead him a little bit because he would have run right into it. he didn't have a great vision there, Nick. Everybody was standing up on the offense and defensive linemen, and he didn't have a great view there. But got to be careful. You want to maintain possession here.
Meanwhile, Bishop Guertin seeking the 28-yard line for a first down. And they're going to talk about
it. I like the call.
Coach Nalen wants to
good call.
Make sure his troops have their marching orders here for the upcoming 3rd down and 8. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By TK QB Academy. Be the best QB that you can be. Call Trevor Knight at 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. By Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right. Visit accuratetree.com for a free estimate. And finally, by Jewett Construction. Come join us to build something great. Find out more at jewettconstruction.com. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you from Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. On 3rd down, Bowen over the middle. It's intercepted. Wow. Picked off by... That's the senior Josh Tripp. And
he gets this lead block. He's gone.
Tripp looking for room on the sideline. One man to beat, and he's out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. A huge play, the game's first takeaway, and the Ukeka Player of the Year candidate. He's got South in a good spot here for an upcoming 1st and 10.
Well, that's just great defensive work. Reading the eyes. Watch if we can get a good look of the defender. Watch how he's focused on Nate Bowen. Look at him move to the middle. Boom. He's sliding as Nate watch eyes and helmet moves. That is a dialed-in play right there. Good defense. Look at the hustle downfield on the lead block. Got him another 30 yards after that. I thought he was going to go, but let's give number 4, Rocco Roy, credit for getting back there. But that is a big turnaround play right there if they can put this in. Huge turnover. We talked about that as keys, Nick, in the game. Turnover has struck one.
Yeah, you see Tripp, good combination of size and speed. He's also the power forward on the basketball team. All smiles there after the interception.
Well, you know what the difficulty this is, Nick. You get your defense off the field to rest. Offense starts moving the ball down the field. Then you come right back on the field, and you got to defend the end zone inside the red zone. This can tire out a defense really quick as you approach the end of the first half.
2nd down and 8. Jackson lets it right into the end zone. It's Levesque for the touchdown. He got the step, and the pass is on time and on target. And the Purple Panther fans celebrating here in Nashua. 2-score game at 20-7.
Boy, Nick, execution here. They have excellent athletes, but they are executing tonight flawlessly, basically. Watch this man again, Cody Jackson, folks. A name you will hear more tonight. Look at that release. He is in total command of his body, mind, and spirit in this game. Total command.
10-yard hookup
so
there.
Far.
Second touchdown tonight for Levesque. He got the party started with a 2-yard run for Nashua South. He gets a 10-yard grab there. He's also the holder on the extra point try, and Preston Boyce going to boot that one right down the middle. 21-7. So the big interception, the big return by Josh Tripp sets up the Jackson to Levesque connection. Yeah,
Levesque ran a beautiful route there, Nick. Watch him sneak behind. He goes deep, splits the front coverage and the rear coverage, and goes right into the corner. And Cody Jackson hits him with a strike. But Colvin Levesque, watch this. This is great coverage. Excellent camera work, John. Wow, that's good work right there. Just split the two defensive backs. See the nod there. All poise and confidence right there. He's been lethal all year long, Nick.
Levesque, in addition to the 2 scores, Steve, he's got now 5 catches for 71 yards.
Yeah, already
in this first half.
Yep.
And Jackson, after a 6 completion first quarter, has stayed red hot. 10 completions on 12 dropbacks.
I can always tell when a quarterback's in the zone. Cody's just playing at a level it's almost, he probably doesn't even want to go into halftime, Nick, the way he's playing, because you don't want to lose that edge. But, boy, hard to believe he would the way he's playing right now. Very calm, but yet committed at the same time. He's dialed in, and he's got some supporting actors that are doing a great job for him on this offense. And let's not forget the quality play calling that's designed and implemented during the week and is coming on the field. The sequencing of the play calling has been outstanding, and the execution on the field has been flawless.
So now the Cardinals down 2 here, just 3 minutes in. 2 touchdowns, that is. 3 minutes into this second quarter. They got a first down and 10 run here, straight up the field, over the 45 to the 46. Able to push the pile there as the freshman Will Adams had a big weekend last week in that first round win over North. 2 touchdowns in the second half for Adams. That's his first carry tonight. And it goes for 5 to set up a second down and 5. BG needs a response.
They do.
They put Dolan in motion. They drop back Bowen. There's a screen. It's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Curran and nearly intercepted, but that ball hits the ground, incomplete. And now a 3rd and 5 is coming.
Took a pretty good hit right there, Nick. He got up a little slow, but I think he's all right.
Yeah, you see there. Meanwhile, the officials are talking about something down there on the field ahead of this upcoming 3rd down.
I've got a boatload of people watching their screens tonight on FNLNH Media Friday Night Lights. Be a friend, become a friend, and subscribe to our YouTube station, FNLNH Media. And we love to have you, looking to grow our membership, and we're very, very good if you hit the bell icon of only sending out when we're going live. You won't get a bunch of junk. So join us as a subscriber on FNLNH Media on YouTube.
Yes, well said. Broadcasting in conjunction tonight with the NFHS Network. Partnership has been fruitful for all involved over the last several years, and able to broadcast a bit, simulcast rather, with Nesson Nation this season.
Earlier,
some big stuff happening.
Oh,
here.
nice pass.
Meanwhile, it's Dolan met by McDevitt at midfield after that short catch. Not going to get enough for a first down. It looks like a 4th and 2 coming up.
Well, that's Edelman-style yardage right there, Nick. He knew he was going to take a pop, and he did. Watch this here. Nate does a good job of putting it right where it needed to go to get himself protected. He pulled it in beautifully, took a shot, got his team 4th down and 1 yard. This is a big play, Nick, I would say. BG has got to advance the sticks here with 7:38 left in the second quarter.
Coach Nalen knows it. He's going to keep the offense on for a 4th and 1. South stacking the box, Bowen under center, a toss, a cut, and a first down up the middle.
Those linemen love that. They load the interior part of the line, Nick, and they get off the ball. Nate Bowen called a nice cadence there. You could see the symmetry in which the offensive line advanced low. Look at the symmetry. Everybody's on their blocks, kicking out, leading up through, kicking out on the left, and they found their man a seam to get the first down. Good play, good call.
It was Adams. Now they go back to Curran on first down. Breaks a tackle in the hole. Still fighting inside the 40.
Got some progress,
finally silenced at about the 38-yard line. A 4-yard pickup.
Yep.
Some grit there for Curran. He's responsible for the lone Cardinal touchdown in this first half.
Well, you know, Nick, what I like about what BG's doing right now, I've never seen them take so many guys in and off the field. They are platooning. They're rotating because they know they've got to get fresh. You don't want to wear these guys out. Doing a great job, and they're performing for them.
Yeah. Second down and 6. Schmidt now in the backfield. Make that Adams. Adams gets the handoff. Goncalves trying to twist him down. Trip. Finishes him off in the hole where? At about the 36-yard line.
Yep. About 4?
Looks
about 4 yards to go.
Yeah, to go. So only a gain of 2 there.
Yep.
Midway through second quarter. And another big play facing BG here.
I think they're going to let Bowen decide what he wants to do. Wouldn't be surprised, Nick, if he reads the D and he looks over the sidelines. Well, maybe just he likes what he sees right off, but they'll let him do it.
Going to look left, going to throw left, and
nice.
He's got Rocco Roy catching a somersault down to the 30. That's a first down.
Sure-handed receiver. You saw him bobble a ball earlier. That doesn't going to happen very often. You got to take a snapshot of that and put it in a frame because Rocco is very, very reliable receiver. That's why he's a Ukeka candidate as we move in here to the semifinal section, I guess you would call it.
Yeah, the remaining 10.
The remaining 10. Rocco's earned that right to be there. He is a great receiver, great route runner, good at everything he does.
Yeah. Big on special teams for Bishop Guertin this season, but only 2 catches in this first half for 14 yards. We've got ourselves a 1st and 10. Cardinals looking to cut the lead in half here. 5 minutes and change before halftime. Play action, screen, that one tipped and incomplete.
It's a good thing they tipped it. That would have been a sure first down, Nick. He had the blockers out in front of him. You watch it over here, and this was that by number 70?
79.
79.
Doubleday, able to get his big paw on that one.
He double-dayed it.
And
Boy,
he
that's great.
foils the plot there. I believe that was Doubleday.
Well, this is a big play, folks. I mean, there was a lot of yardage to gain on that call. I love the call.
Yeah.
Just a tremendous defensive effort.
2nd down and 10. Going to stack it up short side and run the quarterback that way. Bowen gives the defender, Cole Patno, a ride out of bounds.
Well,
and they're lucky to, they're not going to get back to the line of scrimmage there. It's a loss of 1.
There's a reason why. They lost the line of scrimmage, and Bowen ran about 5 yards back. This just takes way too long to develop. Offensive line just got beat off the ball by that great defensive edge and outside linebacker circling in. That just was never going to happen.
Patno, the good first half, leading the way with 3 tackles unofficially for South. 3rd down and 12. Longest 3rd down BG has faced. They're going to roll out Bowen. He throws off the back foot, but that's complete, but too short. Goncalves right there. And that's only a gain of 1 to the freshman Jake Bowen.
That's just great coverage. This is great defense on the set of downs here, Nick.
It was Curran on the catch. I apologize.
Yeah, it's just they got him underneath him. They've got defenders on each side of him. It's going nowhere. That's just great defense. Look at the earlier tip. This is a big one for BG, Nick.
4th down and 10, and again BG going to go for it. They converted a 4th and 1 earlier on the drive. Out of the gun, Bowen going deep, down the middle into double coverage, and that one incomplete. Trying to find Fayette at the goal line, but well covered as both Tripp and Fish were in the area. So the South defense gets a win. It stays 21-7, and Cody Jackson going to come back onto the field with the offense with 4:24 to go.
Well, going into the second half, Nick, with a 2-score disadvantage is not what Bishop Guertin wanted to do. They could have got in within 1 here, 4:24 left, possibly with 2.5 minutes left if they were able to get that first down. So defense here has got to dig in. I do think BG's done a great job moving players in and out so they can keep their breath. But let me tell you, the Nashua South Panthers came to play tonight, and this is a pretty offense, defense, all 3 phases, offense, defense, special teams.
On first down, Fish, handoff, gets the corner, looking for room on the sideline, leans up to the 35-yard line.
Well, this play's a 3-yard loss if it's not for number 77, Nick. Trevor Stevens. Watch Trevor right here, number 77. You're going to see it. And he's pushed him right out of bounds. He was the tackler that was in the backfield. Trevor took care of it.
Meanwhile, Jackson on a design run, runs right side and right into Alex Dolan, who spins him down at the 39-yard line, shy of that first down marker. It's 3rd and 1.
Well, you want to read a little short story of how to contain a run. You're going to see it by Dolan right here. Watch him. All contain inside. Great form tackle. Slams him down, and that's just great form tackling right there. Good, clean tackle. A safe tackle. Heads up, shoulders down, off to the side for low impact. And that feels good going in there. That is great outside containment at its best.
3:20 and counting, 3rd down and 1. Handoff, Levine, big hole up the middle, first down.
He is something else.
6-yard pickup there, and, well, Steve, I could have driven the Corolla through that hole.
A Corolla? Come on, a Corolla.
A Toyota Corolla.
I thought it was a Mack truck.
Well, that's a little cliche.
As a guy who drives a Camry, he's going to call it a Corolla. I'm all right with that.
It's a Corolla.
Bottom line is, a human can fit. How many can fit wide in a Corolla? You're right, Nick. That was a great hole. And number 77. Let's not lose sight of the game that young man is playing, Trevor Stevens, tonight.
Yeah,
he is something at left tackle.
Yeah, blowing some Holes open down on that left side. Meanwhile, Jackson on a rollout, second down. He's
got his feet in.
Little toe tap at a first down for Levesque as his big first half continues. He's down to the 37 after a gain of 18.
Yeah.
It's his sixth catch, of this first half.
You know, one of the things we were talking about the passing game of Cody Jackson and his already going again here.
Yep. No huddle continues. Fish out of the slot. Breaks a tackle in the flat. And he's down inside the 30 for another 7-yard pickup. It's the fourth catch for Fish and the first of this second quarter. Speaking of the second quarter, coming up on 2 minutes to go until halftime. Second down and 1. It's a run play this time.
He's got
up
it.
The middle again for Levine.
It's going to be a first down, I think, Nick.
They should give it to him. They're going to mark it at about the 25 after a 2-yard gain. See what they do here.
Yeah.
They're going to talk to the chain gang and say,
it's going to move it. Yep.
Let's move them.
Certainly looked like he got it.
So the clock's going to resume here. Again, South, they've got all the time in the world.
Yep.
3 timeouts still in the back pocket for Coach Porter as well. BG has 2 remaining. Handoff, sweep near side, and Levesque able to get down to the 21 there before he's scissored down.
Yeah, what you're seeing right now, Nick, is the defensive line is losing the line of scrimmage. Look at that. They're sealed inside. How about that block by number? I'll get his number in a second. Number 79. That is a terrific seal block right there, and he stacked people up behind him.
Meanwhile, movement. Yeah, that's Caden Doubleday, the right tackle, Steve, you're mentioning.
Well, I was just giving him accolades.
Yeah.
He still deserved the accolades in the last play, but that's not what you want to do when you got a drive working in your favor.
It's encroachment against the defense. That's the second Bishop Guertin penalty.
Yeah, it looks like South has all 3 timeouts, Nick. I believe that is correct. Yeah. So Coach Porter's got his ability with 1:34 left here to stop the clock if he needs to, 3 times.
Minute 34 to go, and now we do get a whistle.
Yep. He may want to be regrouping his team. That may be an official's.
Yeah, that's an official's whistle.
Yep.
Ahead of this 2nd and 1. Referee tonight is Ernie Rierick.
Yep.
We mentioned only 2 procedure penalties against BG for 10 yards. No penalties in this first half for Nashua South.
Well, they're playing a really clean game right there, Nick. Really clean game.
2nd down and 1, playbook wide open. Jackson.
The big thing's the turnover with BG. Everything, they're playing a clean game as well.
Huge interception earlier by Jordan Tripp. Here's Levesque. It's airborne there, trying to leap over Connolly. Lands out of bounds at about the 12-yard line after a 3-yard gain.
Looks like Connolly took a look. He's a little slow to get up and limping a little bit. That was a tough. We used to call that a roll tackle. I don't know what they call it these days, but looked like a roll tackle to me.
Ryan Connolly's been BG's main tackler along with Sam Fayed with 4 each unofficially. And again, a bit of a delay here is I think there's a clock issue here. Yep, they're going to move the clock down to a minute 29.
Yep. Good game being called here so far. You really appreciate what these guys do, and
yeah, they're on top of every aspect, as we know. Right side run. There's a flag on the play as Jackson is dragged down shy of the 5-yard line.
I think we got a hold on either the right guard or the right tackle, Nick. I couldn't tell who. We may see it right here if we get a good view. Yeah, I don't know if it's 75. They're saying that was a hold or not. Didn't see anything too blatant, but yeah, there it is, number 79, I believe it is. 79 right there. Kind of hooked it around his arm and pulled him in at the point of attack. So good call there. Very active defensive line here. Nice 79 South, yep.
That's the right tackle.
Yep.
Doubleday, so bit of a different situation now. A 1st and 20 from the 21. Jackson with time over the middle. Caught by Fish. And he's stacked up inside the 10, shy of the 5. Going to mark him at the 6.
Well, one thing for sure. He is seeing receivers in very small places, Nick. with not a lot of room to spare, and he's throwing strikes at them as well. So got great vision downfield, just tremendous vision.
Even if there's any window, small,
anything
or what,
yep.
he's
agree.
Getting it in there and on time and on target. Here's a pitch, left side.
He's got the blocks, and then look at BG.
Yep, fired. And who's that other player over there?
I'm trying to find it. Number 2.
2 is fired. It was
yep.
been outstanding in his first half. Now we got a timeout.
I'll tell you, I'm looking at him right now. I just haven't got his number yet. Looks like number 17.
Here's the replay.
Is that 7 or?
Yeah, it was Dolan.
Yeah, Dolan's been everywhere on defense. He's fighting, is giving everything on the field here, and leaving it right there.
Yeah.
And he's having an impact. How important is it, Nick, for them to get no more than a field goal here?
Well, you're down 2 scores.
You got to hold the line here. Yep.
A field goal will make it 17. That's technically a 3-score game. The good news is, if you're BG, Cardinals are slated to get the football first in the second half.
Yeah, but you want something to go in. You want to win something here going in right down to the wire with 33 seconds left. Thing about it is Coach Porter's still got 2 timeouts remaining, so that 33 seconds can have a lot of plays here left for them to do. And we got, 3rd down, so it's 3rd and goal. So they're going to probably run out of plays unless they score here before they run out of time. Because I believe the first down, Nick, is like on the half-yard line, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, inside the 1.
Yep.
All right. So out of the timeout, Coach Porter. He knows what he wants his team to do here. Can the South offense execute? Or do the Cardinals get a stop just before halftime? 30 seconds to go. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis, out-of-town scoreboard. Jackson on 3rd and 7. Going to escape the pocket to his right. He's inside the 5 before he's dragged down by Roy and Goldstein, shy of the first down marker. Looks like 4th and 1 from the 2-yard line.
What do you do right now if you're Coach Porter? Do you go for 3 or you try to punch it in? I mean, that would kind of create, 17 points. That's a lot to gain in the second half. If you don't hit the field goal, Nick, it does change the dynamic somewhat, especially with BG getting the ball. One thing that Cody Jackson did is he did everything right here. There was nobody there, and he says, I'm not throwing it, and he runs and he puts his team within a yard of a touchdown. So my guess is, from what I see going out in the field, so it's not really a guess, it looks to me, Nick, like they're going to go.
Yeah, the offense breaks the huddle.
Now they can get a first down.
Yep.
So it needs to be.
Yep, it's
officially
a 4th and 1 from the 2-yard line. And South going to bring a big formation out here.
It's a big play of the game.
Movement left to right. They hand to Levine, and he's close. The officials yet to make a ruling.
He's going to get a first down.
He's shy of the end zone.
But he's going to get a first down.
I think so.
Boy, what a great effort by BG to stop that from going in, Nick.
They spot it at the 1-inch yard line. Look at this.
Let's take a look at it here. You're going to see 44 come across for the kick out so they can wash, but that was not a great block right there. He hits that block, that's a touchdown. And that was the difference maker right there. Can we look at that again while we're waiting here?
I'm sure we can. There is a timeout on
the
field here.
You're going to see 44 number
that's
Bruno Concevas.
Goncalves in motion.
Yep. And you're going to see him come across, and he hits the block, and he kind of misses. He's standing out there because the defensive end, and he hits that block. That wasn't the best view right there, but
Levine gets a yard.
You're going to see it here.
There by Matt Goldstein.
He's got to hit this block on the inside, and he releases and he runs by it. That's a touchdown if it's executed.
Met by Hudson Schmidt initially. So BG, they keep him out. They get the Goldstein.
But give up the first
stop,
down.
And now they're going to have to do it again with 13 seconds left.
That's a game of inches.
Meanwhile, South is out of timeouts. So things could get interesting if they don't score on this play. Jackson, they're going to throw. Right side, incomplete.
Was that touched? I can't tell if that was tipped or not.
It may have been. Faid certainly had a hand in the passing lane. Intended for Levesque, and it's 2nd down and goal.
Can't really tell.
It came out hot for sure.
Oh, looks like it got tipped right at the initial throw, Nick.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that wasn't the defender down on the receiver. That was the encroachment on the quarterback. What a great play. So we're seeing a little bit of everything here.
Second down and goal. Jackson runs right, throws across the body and into the end zone for the touchdown. It's Jordan Tripp hiding in the back of the end zone. It's a 1-yard touchdown toss, and it's now a 20-point ball game.
Well, what are you going to do? You got Cody Jackson breaking out, rolling out right, Nick. The guy's a lethal runner. He's a bull, and he knows how to run the football as good as a running back. And what do we got? I don't know. We're getting
got a flag down.
Wow.
And a hold, perhaps. On the way here. There's no official signal yet.
It's a huge penalty.
I think the touchdown. Did they take it off the board?
Yeah, I don't see. It's not on there now. It's 21-7. So
love an explanation here from the referee.
Yeah, sure would too. I don't get it. What kind of call was it? Maybe
well now they're gonna
go for the field goal.
They're gonna blow the whistle again here, and now another timeout.
Yeah.
So the penalty apparently wiped out the touchdown. Here's a look at the replay.
Yeah, you know they've got to come off the receivers and come up, Nick, when Cody Jackson's got the edge to run it in the end zone. I didn't see any holding there, but again, they called it. I could see the number 75 from South.
Well, again, I don't think – correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. Did we get an explanation there?
I didn't know.
From the official.
Nothing I could see.
So, any idea what that was? Trying to get to the bottom of it. They did take the touchdown off the board. So it's still 21-7. The football is now spotted just outside the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Just inside the 11. So now Preston Boyce trying to add a last-second field goal, and that one had plenty of leg. Drives it into the woods as time expires. 24-7, still a 3-score game.
That was an interesting minute and a half.
It
right
sure
there.
was. South, they wanted the touchdown. They settled for the field goal, but either way, I'm sure happy with a big 24-7 lead.
Absolutely. And no, it's not just 24-7. It's the way they scored that 24 points, Nick, and the way they defended Bishop Guertin. They're on fire right now, and great offensive work right there by the players on the field, the coaches on the sideline, and the defense came up big when it needed to. That interception and the tracking that he had on Nate Bowen on that, maybe we can look at that play. That's as good of safety work as you're going to find right there. Yeah. Big players do big things at most important times, and he did it right there.
Yeah,
that was something
interception.
else.
That was the lone takeaway of the first half. The senior Josh Tripp had his touchdown catch nullified there with the holding penalty, but still a big first half for the senior. And his classmate Cody Jackson on fire in that first half through the air. Able to really shred that Cardinal secondary.
A second half, Nick, if they get the ball, they can go down and score and get this thing within 10. Then all of a sudden this game has a very different complexion where you have a ton of time left, probably a quarter and a half to go. But you got to stop this potent offense, and that's the big thing they have not been able to do here. They've had their moments, Beach East D. They've had their moments. I really think that if BG comes out and they can come back in this game, tie it up or whatever, it'll be because of the management of the player personnel in the second quarter by Coach Nalen and his crew. There was constant platooning of defensive players coming off the field. And to be honest with you, they did a heck of a job defending it. They didn't seem to lose any more than they were losing already. And then that sort of player management, Nick, is really, really important. I'll tell you, on the BG side, one more point. Dolan played one heck of a first half right there for BG. There's a list a mile long of who played well for South, Nick, between the offensive line, And some of the best Toll House cookies are being handed out here. This guy's like Santa Claus. He brings them every single year, folks.
Let's take a break. Steve can
I'm going to have my cookie.
I'm going to tally up the stats. Ben's got the highlights rolling into the commercial, and
Nick's had enough of me.
We'll get this train back on the tracks here momentarily. 24-7 at halftime. South with a big lead. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
the Bishop Guertin Cardinal Marching Band. Couple scores in from around the quarterfinals. In the second quarter, it is Bedford 24, Winnicott 6. And heading into the fourth quarter from Pinkerton, it is the Pinkerton Academy Astros 27 and the Wyndham Jaguars 6.
Do it, John. Do it.
Hey fans, Jewish Construction in partnership with the NHIAA is offering a special scholarship to support students who are pursuing careers in the trades. If you're interested in a rewarding career in the trades, be sure to apply and take advantage opportunity to invest in your future. More information on how to apply, visit NHIAA.org. Let's build a stronger future together.
Well, it was a great first half for the Nashua South Purple Panthers, the number 4 seed in this Division I tournament, leading Bishop Guertin 24-7 as we get set for the third quarter here at Stello Stadium. Nick Anastas, along with Steve Beals, quarterfinal coverage here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Well, South looked like they were rip-roaring right out of the gate as they went down the field in just over 4 minutes. Capped off the opening drive with a 2-yard touchdown from Colin Levesque. Big first half for the senior receiver, 6 grabs, 87 yards, and 2 total touchdowns.
Wow.
We'll get to that in a moment. But BG had the quick answer. Just 4 minutes later, Logan Curran scored on an 8-yard run to tie the game at 7. That was our score after 1. Levine, this time on a 14-yard grab, able to get into the end zone. Sorry, Sam Levine, not Colvin Levesque. Levesque, the aforementioned, had 2 touchdowns. Levine's lone score was a 14-yard run that put South in front 14-7 early in the second quarter. Then a big interception, maybe the biggest play of the first half. Jordan Tripp able to pick it off in the red zone and take it all the way down to the field to the Bishop Guertin 10-yard line, where just one play later, Cody Jackson hooked up with Levesque through the air. 10-yard catch made it 21-7 at that point. And then again, it's Preston Boyce at the end of the half. They had to settle for 3 as the touchdown was wiped out by a hold. And add that all up, 24-7 our score at half. Speaking of Cody Jackson, the senior, 11 completions in that first half, 152 yards and a touchdown, 2 carries, 10 yards rushing. Levesque, as I mentioned, the main benefactor, 6 grabs, 87 yards. Justin Fish, the junior, had a big first 2 quarters as well, 5 catches for 69 yards. And the big man on defense was Bruno Goncalves with 4 tackles unofficially. For Bishop Guertin, Nate Bowen, the junior quarterback, pretty good most of the way. Did have that big mistake, but completed 8 for 80 yards, 7 more on the ground on 4 carries. Alex Dolan, 3 catches for 43 yards. And Logan Curran, 4 carries, 16 yards, and that rushing touchdown. Defensively, Dolan with 3 tackles unofficially. Sam Fayed with 4.
I mean, this is central. Obviously, you look at your leader. We talk about a Drake May after a football game of how well he performed, but the broad-based performance of so many football players on this team, from defensive linemen to offensive linemen to the tackling to the defensive secondary. I'm talking about South. Cody Jackson just managing and leading this game flawlessly. That's about as flawless of a first half, Nick, as I've seen any quarterback this year make. I certainly haven't seen better, let's put it that way. It was something else. He is on fire, and his supporting actors of Fish and Levine have just been stellar. This team is executing as a team, broad-based, big plays at big times when they need it, but it's the little things that go into. They're working as a team, as a unit. There's a mission that Coach Porter has put in front of these guys, and they are following it to a T. Everybody's looking off the field for direction, Nick. They're taking that direction, executing a high level. I don't know what kind of practice they had this week, but it must have been a good one. And Coach Porter and the Nashua South Panther community ought to be very proud.
The winner.
So far, this game is not over.
The winner will take on the winner of the Bedford and Winnicott quarterfinal matchup. Bulldogs midway through the second quarter with a big lead on the Warriors, 24-6. So that's one to watch. We do have a final. Pinkerton beat up on Wyndham 34-6. The Astros are back in the semifinals. And a little bit of a surprise brewing perhaps in the Queen City is number 2 seed Manchester Memorial trailing Salem 17-7 at halftime.
Wow. 17-7. I saw 14-7.
It's now 17-7 in favor of Salem.
We saw that
at halftime.
We saw the Abraham, Mack truck machine last week, fleet, if you will, going on the field there against Whoa, already starting here. We'll catch up with that later.
We got
there we go.
Ourselves another ground scribbly kick. Saw a lot of that squib action in the first half. Covered up well here over the 35 at the 36.
Salem's ready. They were ready coming in no matter what happens in this game. They are a team. They just beat Portsmouth, which is way better than their record, in my opinion, Nick. Coach Pafford had those boys going at the end of the season and progressing, and Salem comes in with a big win there, stayed strong, relentless, kept on coming back, momentum changes in the game, and I think Salem came into this game Memorial this week with their tools sharpened because of the games that they've played previously, Nick.
Looking for their 6th straight win tonight.
Yeah, they're rolling.
To end Manchester Memorial's season. Crusaders going to have to do it down 10
and they can.
At halftime.
And they can.
BG down 17 at the break here as they take over. Early third quarter. First play is a catch in the slot. That's Connolly. Wrapped up quickly by Cole Patno. It's at the 41-yard line to pick up a 5 there.
Well, if BG's able to score here, Nick, I know it's a 17-point advantage, but if they're able to come down and make this 13, Nick, with in the beginning of the quarter 3 or halfway through, what have you, it's going to be a big lift to them, and then anything can happen. Next score really has an impact after that, but they got to score here.
Going under center this time. It's a pitch, trying to cut his way up the field. I believe that's Adams, the freshman, over the 45 to the 46. And Adams just 3 carries for 12 yards in that first half. Meanwhile, there's a player down at the bottom of the pile.
Well, I keep looking over here to my right, Nick. The legend, Tom King, has got call him a cookie monster. He's got about 5 chocolate chip cookies over there that he's storing in his bag.
Well,
so if you want me to slip one out of there, I'll let you know when he's talking to John next to him. I'll grab one. But
I'm sure that's on top of the 5 or 6 that he's already eaten as well.
Media is here tonight. We're alongside Nashua TV, having a great night, having a lot of fun together.
And we're broadcasting, of course, in conjunction with the NFHS Network tonight. A counter play on 3rd and 1. Adams ends up with it. And he's down close to the line of scrimmage, close to the first down marker.
They are moving
and they're going to move the sticks.
Yep. Didn't think he had it, Nick, at first, but
only needed a yard, and that's about what they
what he got. Official was right on it and said, "Move the sticks." So that's a big first down for them. That's a feeling they need, that downhill feeling on offense, Nick, because you've got to keep the ball out of the hands of Cody Jackson. And you got to be able to keep it in Bowen's hands. So
6-man front, they toss it again. Curran breaks
run.
a tackle, first down, and then some. Brings everybody for a ride before Raymond Karuru ultimately brought him down.
Well,
big gain there.
This is an offense, Nick, that I've wondered why they do it with the spread. But when you got Bowen and a great set of receivers, I get it. But at the same time, you can just tell the joy and the elation that the offensive line has when they run these plays. They get off the ball very well.
That's the longest run play for BG tonight, a 20-yard pickup.
Yep.
A quick dive on 1st and 10. Pile is pushed down to about the 30.
BG line solid. Offense, they're getting off the ball extremely well. You'll see that here.
In the end, they give Curran 5 yards on that carry. Again, PG right back under center. Bowen calls his own number this time. Follows the right guard for a first down. Tripped up inside the 25 at about the 21. They're going to give him the 20 in the end.
And this isn't fun for the defense. When you got so many guys, you're throwing. Look at the wash. Tackle down, kick out, and then come up through there. Number 77 comes across. Nailing, he is something. Watch 77 come across. Bang! He just blows it right out there. And Bowen is the recipient of that, and he cashes it in.
9-yard pickup. That's going to lead to an early timeout here from Nashua South. Coach Porter not happy with the defensive effort through the first 2+ minutes here to begin the second half.
The quick hit stuff, the offensive line, Nick, is getting off the ball. You could almost tell this is what they love to do. And as long as they keep getting yardage, they're going to try to force South to stack the box. And then watch Bowen maybe split them out, and we'll see what the response to that is. But right now, they'll keep doing this until it's stopped, I'm sure.
Saw this a little bit in the first half. Mostly it was out of the gun or the pistol, but
this is more by design.
Primarily under center here on this drive. Hand off to Adams. He's got some room. He's met by Fish on the edge and is spun down shy of the 15-yard line.
Nice gain, though. Nice gain. Almost 6 yards. Depends on where they spot it. Nope, only 4, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought he got to the line. I thought, like you said, Nick, I thought he got to the 15, but his knee must have been down. We'll see. So
2nd and 6.
that ground caused that fumble. That's why it wasn't called.
Bowen under center again. Loaded front line. Spins to his right. The quarterback fighting for the 12-yard line there.
Well,
Going to be about 2 yards, maybe 1 yard shy of that first down stick.
yeah, Bowen will sit back in the pocket, Nick. He'll roll out. He'll do all the skill, athletic quarterback things. But let me tell you, this guy can turn into a lunch pail at any moment here, and he doesn't mind this at all. He loves contact. And right now, BG feeling confident. They've got to have this score.
Went chin to chin that time with Tripp and Goncalves.
Yep.
3rd down and 2. Cardinals again run the football. And that should be enough for a first down.
Well, I was talking to Jason Roby at halftime, Nick, and he was saying, bunch that thing up there and just bring it across the line of scrimmage and block down, kick out, and roll through. And it's working for him right now.
Yep. Getting back to the rush game here.
You got to finish, though. You're in the red zone. You got to finish. And they're going to pick up a quick 5 there.
Movement up front.
I did not see any movement. No, there was no movement on BG there, so that's a big penalty. Opens up the playbook.
Each team, 2 penalties, 15 yards in that first half. Football now spotted just inside the 5-yard line of 1st and goal. Up the middle. And again, the pile is going to push the ball carrier into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now,
that's Will Adams somewhere in the middle of that white blob. The freshman is going to score. All of a sudden, BG starting to claw back some momentum. They're back within 11 at 24-13.
Yeah, bring your lunch pail, little meat and potatoes, Nick. Open up the Tupperware container and eat. That's what they did here. Nothing real fancy. It is just good, hard-nosed football. I love offensive lines, and they're loving doing this.
It's a 5-yard touchdown. And Bowen's extra point try is up and good as well. 4 minutes into the game.
They got to claw their way back in defensively now, Nick.
4 minutes into the third quarter. It's 24-14.
Although all running, all inside football, but I got to tell you, it was pretty efficient in the time frame that they got it done.
Yep.
And they did what they had to do. They're within 10 points now. And what do they got?
More importantly, perhaps, a feeling of confidence again. Some hope, right? Certainly, certainly some confidence, some hope, and some momentum.
Nothing like this, but I think going into the first half and not letting in that touchdown and forcing them to kick a field goal, Nick, was a little bit of a positive feeling as well. And
speaking of positive feelings, that's that owl's nest or the bird's nest they call it over
the bird's
there.
Nest, yeah.
Or just simply
owl's nest, I think, is over in Timberlane, if I'm not mistaken.
Simply the nest.
Yeah.
And that's the Bishop Cardinals student section here, bearing the cold tonight, cheering on technically the away team. Of course, both these teams share Stello Stadium during the regular season. Here's a short kick straight up in the air and fielded on the run by Fish. Cuts to his left at the 35, tumbles over the 40.
Such a good athlete.
And is marked down at about the 44-yard line.
That's not an easy reception right there on the kickoff, Dick.
Right.
That thing just, the bottom fell out of it. It dropped short, and he was able to get his hands on it in the cool air. And, boy, he quickly pulled it in and made a nice slide step to the left, turned up field, and got him in real good field position here at the 43.
And he's done it consistently tonight on special teams. I believe he's fielded all the kickoffs that have come from Bishop Guertin. So he's been busy. On offense, 5 catches, 69 yards in that first half, and a couple of tackles out of the secondary defensively. The junior, Justin Fish.
Yeah, they're moving, nailing over the other side there. Look for this to go to the right.
First and 10, Jackson back to work. He's got Fish, who's immediately triple teamed and tackled shy of the 50, but there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
I wonder if this is ineligible man downfield, Nick. We're going to see what the call is.
Again, the referee is Ernie
Let's
Rarick.
take a look at this play. I don't see any ineligible down there. They got his 4 receivers out. I don't know what this would be.
Well, you called it. It is ineligible.
Yeah. Well, somebody. Who would that be?
An ineligible receiver.
Well, I didn't see any ineligible receiver
I
down
didn't
there.
either.
The reason I called it is because the flag clearly wasn't defensive or offensive pass interference. There was no contact. So usually that means when it's that official on the side judge there calling that play where the ball is, they're going to call for ineligible. So
5-yard penalty, second penalty of the third quarter.
And Nick, you can't have it. You can't have ineligible players downfield.
4 receivers set. Jackson on 1st and 15.
Oh, they got
him. And down he goes. Wrapped up and brought down by Adam Paveglio, the 6'4" senior. Had a sack last week in the first round win over Nashua North. Gets home here. Second team sack tonight for Bishop Guertin.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. A lot of people watching tonight. Go ahead, hit the bell icon, FNLNH Media. Go in and become a subscriber. We really, really appreciate it. Oh, got to
Second
run
and
him down.
17. Paveglio in chase again. Jackson gets away from 2. Runs to midfield, and now he's got a first down.
Great player.
Showing you the scrambling
player.
ability there. Did it with his arm in the first half. Doing it with his legs here in the third quarter.
What else you want to see from this guy? I don't know what else you're looking for. Look at the pocket presence. He pulls the ball in and says, it's no good, I'm not going to. And what does he do? He uses athleticism, and he goes for the sidelines, grabs every single yard. And Rocco Roy in there. Ooh, he looks like he hurt his shoulder a little bit there on the tackle. But Cody Jackson does it again. Makes another big play of this game at a crucial time.
20-yard pickup and a first down for Jackson, who's back to the air. Finds Levesque in the slot, looking for a block. Bounces outside. There is a flag on the play. The play stands. It should be a first down, but looks like the back judge threw the flag, and that's got some of the South fans upset.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see much difference in the first half, Nick. I don't know what all these flags are for, but they're seeing them. I don't know.
We only had 4 combined penalties in the first half, and we've seen 4 already, and we're not even midway through the third quarter.
What was the call?
Block in the back. You see there the kind of a vicious takedown by Fish. That may have been the play there.
I didn't see anything that even looked like an infraction other than that, Nick, and I'm not sure. Right. I'd like to see it. Maybe we'll see it again at some point. But nevertheless, it's a penalty. And first down and, 13?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it, Nick. It's the takedown there.
Back to the ground game, Levine. Trying to squirry out a little bit of room there to his left. Back to the original line of scrimmage to set up a second down. Levine, 42 yards on 11 carries in that first half.
Well,
he did have the 14-yard touchdown.
I've been watching Trevor Stevens all night long, Nick, and let me tell you, this guy is a nasty left tackle, and I mean that as a compliment. Nice pass.
Second down and 10. Quick grab, Levesque.
I think he's got it.
Again goes airborne after he was hit by Roy at the 35, lands down at the 34 for a first down.
Yeah, they can be in a tough situation, Nick, and then they can get out of it immediately. They've been facing some penalties here, and they're still overcoming them. They can move the sticks very, very efficiently. But 77, left tackle, having a heck of a game tonight, really protected. Look
Jackson
at that pass.
Looking for the seam, can't find Levesque, incomplete. Overshoots the senior. A yard or so down near the goal line.
To me, that looked like a perfect pass, Nick. If we can get it from John's camera again, this is fine too. But watch this pass. Look at the quick release. I thought it was in there. I didn't really stretch out his arms fully, Nick. It was don't understand it. You're going to see a little look here, and if you slow it down, you're going to see those arms weren't even out there. That to me, that pass looked like it was right there. Cody hit a strike. You're going to see it here.
A rare incompletion by Jackson tonight.
Yeah.
Handoff right side. Levine can't get to the edge.
Well defended.
Jonah Feliciano was the first there. Feliciano's been one of the Cardinals' tackling leaders all season, and you could see trying to shake off something there after making the stop.
the intensity of this game has been fierce, Nick. The hitting has been fierce. It's been really, really hard-nosed football on both sides here.
He's about as tough as they come, but you can see that left arm bothering him a bit right now.
Yeah, he's fighting through it.
3rd down and 10, meanwhile. It's one thing South has been able to do tonight, stay out of 3rd and long, but facing it here on 3rd and 10. They keep it with the quarterback, breaks a tackle. It's inside the 30, bounces left side, trying to find the 25, spins his way for a 1st down.
Yeah, you want to sign a bonus? Here it is right now. I'll write the check. Unbelievable.
Cody Jackson looking like Lamar Jackson on that play.
Did you figure that one out before the game?
I can't tell you that.
Yeah, he can't tell me that. He's got a little box of tricks he brings out at the best times.
I'll tell you that. We've seen this before.
Yes, we have.
He had an individual performance in last year's playoff win that was spectacular. Did it very well late in the regular
season.
That
honestly did look like Lamar Jackson. I agree, the same type.
1st down. Yeah. Inside comes Levine, going to lower that shoulder again and end up in the red zone at the 19-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain for the senior.
He can do it all. He's doing it for his team tonight.
Again, the no huddle.
Nice cut inside there.
Levine going to bring 2 Cardinals down there with him, including Jackson Humphrey, the sophomore. Yeah,
the BG's players are intermittently getting up slow, Nick. This has been an awful load to take on here.
Yeah, they're starting to grind him down
now. And you'll start to lose the composure just a little bit.
Just outside of 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Yep.
And what do we have here? Encroachment? Yep, encroachment against the Cardinals.
Yeah, it looked like
the first BG penalty of this 3rd quarter.
Looked like the inside tackle did jump, Nick.
So, football now at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Handoff Levine. He's hit right away.
Yep.
It's Brody Blood. 2nd tackle for the senior tonight. Came in like a dart.
BG's fighting, though. They're fighting. They're giving everything they got.
Paveglio, excuse me. Another tackle. And now South will take the foot off the gas here. After that up-tempo drive, they let the play clock breathe a little bit for this upcoming 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yep, can certainly understand that.
Meanwhile, Coach Porter flashing hand signals on the home sideline. Finally, Jackson looks like he's got the message. Going to put Fish in motion to the top side. Take the snap. Hand off to Fish. Looking for the corner and knocked out of bounds.
Who's that?
May have been Humphrey.
Yeah, he plays hard as well.
That's
27.
Yeah, Humphrey. Yep, that's a touchdown-saving effort there by the sophomore.
I really like the way BG's playing, though, Nick. They're fighting. They're giving every single bit they got here. When you see defensive players just give themselves up on the sidelines like that, trying to contain this thing and allow themselves to get back in it. They need a big play. They need a turnover. They need, a miscue. They need, a big deep sack back of the 20-yard, something to hold them off here.
Or even settle for 3.
Settle for 3, yeah.
Keep it a 2-score game. A touchdown brings it back to 3 scores, and that one incomplete.
Yep. Well, he's human after all.
In and out of the hands of the kicker. That's Preston Boyce.
Yeah.
In on the offense here, almost had himself a touchdown. Instead, incomplete. Now 3rd and goal from the 4 with just over 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. So things shaping up here. This is a big play. As again, the Cardinals look to keep it a 2-score game. South looking to pad their lead with a touchdown. And again, Jackson ready to go. 4 receivers, 3 to the right side. The lone back is Levine. Looking.
That's what they needed.
Escape the pocket to his right. Throw into the end zone. Tripp makes the catch. Does he get the feet down?
He does.
He does. Touchdown, Nashua South. Josh Tripp showing the presence of mind there to lean out, pull that football in, keep the toes inbounds and in the end zone for the score.
Well, Josh Tripp just absolutely toe lines it, but how about Cody Jackson right there extending the play? You want a great quarterback, they got to be able to extend the play, and he fires it, and then Josh Tripp does everything you can ever ask for from a receiver. He lines himself up, gets himself coordinated in position, drags his toes, official right on it, right where he's supposed to be, and there's a touchdown. Wow.
So the 6'5" senior Josh Tripp gets the score. The extra point is good, and it's 31-14. Back to a 3-score game. With inside of 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Well, we take it back to just before halftime. They had a Jackson to Tripp touchdown that was nullified.
Yep.
On a holding call.
Got it back there.
South had to settle for 3 just before the halftime horn. And here on their first possession of the third quarter, they eat some clock. They come down, and on a 3rd and goal, they get that Jackson to Tripp touchdown. A little different fashion this time.
Look at the toe drag right there. That's just
there. That's
well done.
Professional stuff there.
Absolutely.
From Jordan Tripp. Those are the 2 members that are now amongst the final 10 for the UKICA Player of the Year award. That voting takes place this weekend, both strengthening their case perhaps tonight.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. And, of course, well, 2 on the other side tonight for Bishop Guertin as well. Both juniors in quarterback Nate Bowen and wide receiver Rocco Roy. So that connection is going to have to wake up here over the final, 15 minutes of regulation.
Be interesting to see what BG does. Do they stick with the kind of like that double wing running game, or do they open it up?
Right. They scored a touchdown to open up this third quarter, capping off a 4-minute drive, mostly on the ground. And your point is well taken. Do they take that same approach, which was successful but a little more clock draining than perhaps throwing the football?
It only took them 4 minutes and 7 seconds, I believe, to score from the 44. They're at the 40 now. Yep. To me, you need points, so you got to do whatever works. Doesn't look like they're going to do it right now.
Yeah, they're going to the spread here on 1st and 10 from their own 41. Bowen, screen, right side. Curran is met immediately and brought down.
These guys are, guys are solid.
Another great effort up front. That D-line has played well tonight for Nashua South.
To say the least, Nick. Not only have they been going out and doing great tackles like that on the outside, the tip balls tonight at the times that they were tipped, on the plays that they were tipped, in the situations in the game have been huge. Defensive linemen, they're getting a pass rush. Look at the handwork right there going in.
2nd and 14, Bowen flushed out, throwing down the sideline. Fayed with the catch.
Ooh. And
a big first down. Well, there's one way to get some of that yardage back.
Yeah, he's a money player, Fayed. A money player.
We saw a 29-yard hook up there.
Yeah, look at Bowen scrambles, extends the play. Nice job, Nate. Gets the ball downfield. If he could have just turned up just a little bit more, he was gone, but still a phenomenal play by Fayed.
Second catch tonight.
He's a great
for the
athlete.
Senior Fayed, 2 grabs for 40 yards. And again, a handful of tackles defensively. First down, up the middle, and not much. Maybe a yard. And they're going to give him a yard there with that first down carry. Forward progress spots it at about the 32. Back under center here, Bowen. Clock ticking. Final minute 45, third quarter. 3-score deficit here at 31-14. Bowen throws right and incomplete.
Yeah,
just out of the grasp there of Will Adams.
Yeah, but a great pass rush there by number 10. Let's see. John McDevitt, great pass rush right there. You're going to see it. Watch him pump through the line. And he was right in his face, and that's what caused it. Great job.
McDevitt has played well this season.
Yes, he has.
One of those guys you can kind of move around, secondary, up front, off the blitz.
Well, they threw him inside right there on the blitz, and it worked.
3rd and 9. Cardinals need a play. Bowen hit as he throws, and this one ends up incomplete. Pressure from the backside. Ray Karuru celebrating with the defense.
You make a good point there, Nick. Let's just not lose sight of all the skilled players that we've seen at South who have been fantastic. None of it happens without this offense and defensive line work that they've done. They have had a stellar team performance or group performance tonight, providing Cody with the time that he needed, providing the pass rush to make it difficult for Bowen to either get out of the pocket or be able to have any vision down the field. They've done tipped balls, tackles out in the flats.
Now on 4th down, Bishop Guertin forced to go for it here. 4th and 9 from the 32. Bowen Got a clean pocket. It's going to throw down the middle, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, they needed that.
And it's a turnover on downs. Had Alex Dolan open, but kind of a tough throw, tough angle on the throw.
Yeah.
Overshoots the receiver, and South again gets a win on defense.
I just don't think that Nate's got the vision tonight with those tall. Look at these off defensive linemen up in the air. They're all jumping up. The timing of their jumps is pre-release, and it's just difficult for him to get a clear vision downfield. He's given everything he's got, but this defensive line is South. Anybody, if they come up winning this game and advancing in the tournament, you better do something about this defensive line because they're going to be a real big factor. I don't care who they're playing.
First down and 10 coming up.
We still got plenty of time to left here.
But South,
BG can score and get to 21-31. They're back within 10.
But South in a good spot right now, in the driver's seat, frankly.
Yep, they are.
With a 3-score lead in the football as they go back to the ground, trying to eat up the remaining minute plus here in the third quarter. Levine carves out 3 more to set up a second down and 7. Levine has been busy tonight, 15 carries for now 59 yards. And again, Jackson gets his troops right to the line, but they're going to work some of this play clock here. Looks like an audible. It'll take us inside of a minute.
This is just smart game management here. Why would you let it go? I mean, just use every second you got.
Just a 4-man front for the Cardinals. Inside of now 45 seconds. South never trailed tonight. Scored on their opening drive and have not looked back. Led big at halftime. 24-7. It's now 31-14 here. And third down coming up after that Levine run.
What's going on right now, Nick, as they're just going to finish up the third quarter? You see, it's clear that Coach Porter fully trusts his defense on the field right now, so they're just going to run the football. It looks like they may throw something here on third down. We don't know, but the last thing you want to do is give the ball away. My guess is they'll put it in the defense's hand, probably do a run here. If they get a first down, that's really going to be a backbreaker because you're going to start working your way deeper into the fourth quarter. And when you got a margin like this at 31-14, BG's got to score relatively quickly here because they got to get multiple possessions in order to tighten up this game.
31-14 after 3. Fourth quarter next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Nashua. South working on a 31-14 lead. They go to the air on third down to begin the frame, but it's incomplete.
Surprised, really.
Good coverage there.
Yep.
2 defenders in the area, including Ryan Connolly, who's played well tonight for Bishop Guertin.
Well, if I'm Coach Nailin, I'm happy about that, Nick.
Yeah,
you tried to throw the ball, my defense stood up.
Yep. They get a frozen clock just 3 seconds into the quarter, and they force what looks like an upcoming punt on 4th down and 5.
Yeah, that frozen clock is not what you want. You run the ball, you get a first down, you keep going. If you don't, you kick it away, get it down underneath 11 minutes.
Yeah. Here's the punt. As Boyce barely gets that one off. It's a good one, though, down the middle and fielded on one hop by the coverage team at about the 34-yard line.
So don't go away quite yet.
Right.
If you know.
Well, you were saying it. BG, they got to score basically every time they have the football from here on out, but certainly doable with this offense.
No question about it, Nick. And if you go with 2, my guess is BG will go for 2 if they can score, because that would make it 22. And then if they go for 2 again, that would make it 30. So you're within a field goal at that point. That's a lot of whiffs and issues.
Right.
But
they're going to go deep on first down. And
you lost in the lights.
Incomplete. You see Dolan, the intended target, kind of swirl his helmet, indicating perhaps he didn't quite know where the football was. It lands about a foot to his right. Incomplete.
Well, he's completely, he went right by his helmet, Nick. He could not see it. And sometimes when you wear those shields, you can get some glare.
Right.
And to me, he just, he had the separation.
That brings up a second down. Purple Panthers with the lead throughout the game. This one incomplete off the play action throw. Looking for Chmielewski, the tight end.
Yeah, anytime. Watch on replay, Bowen throw this ball. He's on his tippy toes when he's trying to throw it. He's trying to look over. Watch. Slow it. See him step up on his tail. He's trying to feed it. He's not getting great vision over these defensive linemen, Nick. See him? He's really getting up high, trying to release the ball and get some vision, and it's just
that D-line for South, a lot of size.
Yeah, a lot of height, hands in the air.
Yep. Well disciplined tonight, trying to get another win here on 3rd and 10. Bowen, quick throw, trying to find his brother over the middle, who took a shot.
Yeah, he did.
Incomplete. And now a 4th and 10 coming up.
Tough kid, though. I've seen him take shots before. He's pretty durable.
He's been quiet tonight, only 1 catch for 9 yards. Yep. And South has done a good job denying him the football. So a 3 and out.
Not what they wanted, Nick. You want to be able to move the football. And not only is the defensive line getting a good pass rush, South, but they're also getting up high, and it's just causing him havoc in the pocket. I'd roll him out at this point, Nick. He's not comfortable in the pocket. Nothing wrong with him.
That's a good punt by Bowen.
Very good punt. Such an athlete.
Places it along the sideline. It bounces out just shy of the 30-yard line. Inside the 30.
Well, you do when you lose vision like that, where the pocket's not working. Get him outside, because he's such a good runner. You know, if you're Tom Brady, you can't do that. You got to be a pocket passer. It's all inside step movements, trying to find vision. There's really nothing there for Bowen to really see clearly. They're tying up the lanes, the throwing lanes, very well. Get him outside the pocket and see what he can do right there. Either that or just go back into your bunch set where they scored the touchdown.
The winner goes back to the semifinals. For South, it's been over a decade. The winner will get the winner between Bedford and Winnicott. At last look, Bedford with a big second quarter lead over the Warriors. We'll get a full scoreboard coming up at halftime. Pinkerton, they advance tonight.
Yeah.
With a victory over Wyndham 34-6. Meanwhile, this clock continuing to tick. First minute gone by, 4th quarter. Cody Jackson, spectacular tonight.
He sure is.
11 completions in that first half. Not asked him to throw as much in this second half. He's going to run here. Fight his way upfield along the sideline over the 40 to the 42 for the first down.
Doesn't want to go out of bounds, Nick. It's 31-14, not 61-10. You don't want to go out of bounds here. You want to make that clock run. I know it looks really good at this point, but stranger things have happened. You just got to turn up inside and just go down on the field right there and let another 40 seconds run off the clock.
Instead, we're stopped at 2:51. Well, Levine in motion. They hand to him. The senior running back gets around the corner. Got a pretty good block there on the edge, I think, from Levesque. And that's a first down for Levine.
Boy. Nick, as this game goes on, you just look at the strength of players in the prospective positions. And this young man here, look at the angle of attack. He's even as he's going sideward, he's working his way upfield, pressing. Upfield is the most that they'll give him, and using that great speed to beat it outside.
Scored in the first quarter on a second quarter score on a 14-yard carry.
Yeah. Had
an 11-yard pickup there. And now back to work on 1st and 10. Is going to carve out 5 more up the middle.
Yeah, and if they wait till the end here, this play is going to be inside of 10 minutes. So starting to burn. This is what we were talking about before.
Meanwhile, Levine starting to add up the rushing yards,
Yeah.
up to 74 now in the game. And Jackson's got no problem again taking his time, reapproaching the offensive line, and perhaps changing the play there.
Yeah, I'd let Levine do the running, Nick.
They give it to him, and that play doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. Good job up front. Goldstein's in on the action. Feliciano, others as well for the Cardinals. That brings up a 3rd and 8.
Start getting down inside 6 or 7 minutes, Nick. Another 2 or 3 minutes off the clock. You probably want to start removing players on the field if we get inside that, if you're Coach Porter, because certainly Cody Jackson would be a guy that you just, you may not want to have on the field. My guess is he'll run him down. It's high school football. I get it.
3rd and 8. Dolan in his face.
Wow.
Gets pass off in time, and it's a great screen. That is Levine all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Well executed. Boy, is he racking up the yardage tonight, Nick. Be interested in your stats at the end here of what he's got under his belt so far.
It's a 30-yard pickup on that screen. Just the 2nd completion since halftime for Jackson. At 152 yards by my count through the air in the first half.
Look at that coordination he has there. Falling away, Nick, on the other side and hits, and it's got such arm strength. He just puts it right in Levine's breastplate right there. Here we go. Yeah.
Left side, Levine.
Yeah. Be careful about how much I'll be letting my quarterback twist and turn at this point, Nick. I know it's a little early, probably a little early, but play selection, you don't want to be getting this guy having a knee injury or an ankle injury or something like that at this point. He's just so valuable. I understand the reason to want to be in the game, but
I think you let him finish it, frankly.
yeah, that's okay. I wouldn't.
I mean, you know, from a player's perspective, you're out there, you're working hard, you want to play the game, especially in the 4th quarter.
I get it.
Goes back here. Calling a limited amount of exposure with the limited runs, I get that, but I want my best player to bring me over the finish line.
Not worth the injury going into next week, because this game with 31-14, if you're going to just run the quarterback, just hand it off to Levine and
right.
Yeah,
that I think we're in agreement with.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a 3rd down and 4 coming up for South.
But turning up field into a bunch, all of a sudden you get caught the wrong way and you get bent back. That's really what I meant.
Right. I get you there.
I don't want to. I still would take him out, but that's okay.
3rd and 4, slant play here.
He's got it.
Is that a catch?
Yeah.
It was at the 4-yard line.
That's a gutsy call right there in this situation.
That's the junior Rafael Perron, his 2nd grab tonight. That's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st and goal coming up for South.
Well, execution, Nick. Look at the focus on this catch. Look at that. I believe that might have been even a little tipped. I'm not sure. That was close.
Maybe.
Yeah, finger-tipped, and that's just concentration.
Perron.
They're dialed in.
2 grabs now for 28 in the game.
Yeah.
1st and goal, Levine. Tripped up, I think, in the hole.
To kind of end the point we were talking about, Nick, there, if you're just going to stand him back there and hand off, that's fine. But I would not let him get into a tie-up, and I think that's really where the middle ground is on this, to let him finish the game. And that seems to be exactly what's going on right now. Now with that 1st down, they're going to burn another 3 minutes off the clock. So.
Right, 2nd and goal coming up. Levine took that last handoff, so already 5 minutes gone by in this fast-moving 4th quarter.
Yep.
South never trailed tonight. Had a 7-7 game at the end of the 1st quarter. Big interception turned field position in the 2nd in South's favor. They got a field goal just before the halftime horn and led 24-7 at the break. Cardinals showed some fight early in the 3rd quarter. Came down and scored to cut it to 10, but surrendered a touchdown a few minutes later, and that's where we are still, 31-14, approaching the midway point 4th quarter.
A lot of big parts that make the score where it is, Nick, but the key thing to me, and we can talk about the end of the game, was the interception, Nick. That turnover at that time was a tough one. We can talk about that later.
Yeah,
but
it was a 14-7 South lead. Jordan Tripp interception in the red zone, returned it over 70 yards.
Yeah, what was it, down to the 10 or 9?
Down to the 10-yard line, and South cashed in a play later to make it 21-7.
It's a massive turnover.
Throw for Jackson on third down, looking for his favorite target, Levesque.
Good effort.
But it's incomplete in the corner, and now a 4th and goal coming up here. 6:05 to go. You take 3 here, Steve, or you really go for
well,
the throw?
I'm not sure it would have passed the ball. It would have burned another 40 seconds off the clock, but I guess I've been watching the Patriots sidelines for the last 20 years and watching that stuff. But, you know, what do I do here? Is it?
That's what I asked.
I'd grab the points.
Yep,
absolutely.
We're going to bring the kicker on.
Yep.
Boyce has been perfect tonight.
Yep. Well,
4 for 4 on extra points, and he has a 27-yard field goal.
The reason you kick a field goal is you force 3 touchdowns in order to win the game. That's just
right.
You know, not 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Trying to make it a 20-point game. We've got a timeout on the field, which means I need to remind our folks who's paying the bills.
There you go.
Of course, our sponsors, Beals Insurance. Home, auto, or business, Beals Insurance. Get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising, the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By TKQB Academy. Be the best QB you can be. Call Trevor Knight at 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. By Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right. Visit AccurateTree.com for a free estimate. And finally, by Jewett Construction. Come join us to build something great. Find out more at JewettConstruction.com. Preston Boyce is on. This is going to be a 23-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. The kick is up. The kick is off the upright and no good. That one hit the upright with some force. As you can see, the upright is still swinging after the collision there. No good on the 23-yard attempt. The game stays 31-14.
There is wind out there. You slow it down. I don't know if that had any impact or not. It looks like to me, Nick, it was just targeting the goalpost. So you're going to see it here. Yeah, just stayed straight as an arrow. And official right there. No good.
So he connected from 27 just before halftime, but misses here from 23. And a little bit of life still left here for the Cardinals, but still a big hill to climb, down 17 on 1st and 10. They go back to Alex Dolan. He's led the Cardinals in the catch department tonight. And he's up to the 36-yard line for a first down.
That's a tough call. You may want to make that read and go out of bounds, stop the clock, Nick. You need multiple scores to get back in the game here. And they've just lost about 30 seconds. He tried to go in the center of the field, get more yardage, but there was all defenders right in front of him.
Bowen, quick throw, incomplete, trying to find Roy.
Yeah, that's just not there.
Too many purple jerseys in the area there. 4 defenders in coverage. Yeah. And the incompletion brings up second down. Roy kept under wraps tonight. One of the best receivers during the regular season, but only 2 catches for 14 yards in the game.
Yeah, no question, Nick. But a little confused why they're not putting, you're not getting him out of the pocket once in a while. Do a little bit of extended play. He can run up the field and out of bounds. He's such an athlete.
2nd and 10. Another quick throw, and that one is nearly intercepted, but ruled incomplete. Levesque, a diving attempt there, but the ball hits the turf. Incomplete the call.
Yeah, that was
and now 3rd and 10.
Errant read, errant throw there, Nick. Very lucky he didn't throw it in the hands of the defender. And, I don't know if that was a misread on the passing route or not, but
some kind of miscommunication.
Some kind of miscommunication of some type. They got Rocco down low here, so we'll see what they're going to do.
3rd and 10.
We'll see if they start bringing him outside a little bit, because you can move the ball down the field. The defense is playing back. You can get 12, 13 yards of whack getting around the corner and stop the clock.
5-man blitz. They throw over the middle. Catch made near the sticks by Fayed, who I believe has the first down. Needed 10. They give him 11. And that is indeed a Cardinal first down, but Bishop Guertin starting to run out of time here as we tick down towards the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, well, generally you'd think that they would sprint out of bounds on that cross pattern, Nick. Grab what you can, but keep moving the sticks and use a little amount of time.
Handoff, and Curran is tackled right away. That again is Ray Karuru. He's wearing a different jersey tonight, usually number 42. A little dress rehearsal mix-up. He ends up wearing 53 tonight. Makes another tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to force Anthony Neyland's hand here, a timeout. Or was South? Oh, it was South who called the timeout. Coach Porter going to spend his second. For some reason, it can't stop the clock here with 4:51.
Well, we got Florida watching us tonight. We got Washington State watching us tonight. Virginia watching us tonight.
Beautiful.
Arizona watching us tonight.
All over the map.
And I don't know where else, but I do know there's those 4 states are tuning in.
Yep.
So glad to have you join us up here in chilly New Hampshire.
42-degree night.
If you want to come up.
Worldwide as usual.
Yeah.
We're pretty warm, actually, up here in the booth. I am, at least.
Oh, we are, but if those folks in Arizona and Florida, come on up here and learn how to live tough, because I'm going to for another 2.5 weeks, and then I'm gone. So,
right.
No, just kidding.
I wouldn't be the one barking.
I'm not kidding, actually. But
we're actually got the heat on here.
Yeah, we're very, very comfy up here.
Toasty.
Hey, if Tom King's in a place, it's going to be warm. He gets all of the
Second
perks.
and 9, quick throw, and then a toss.
I like the play.
Caught by Roy, lateral to Dolan, and Dolan is out of bounds.
Ooh,
No, he's
they're gonna
inbounds.
wind.
They're going to tackle him inbounds at the 29-yard line, but nicely drawn up and executed there
Very
by
well.
Bishop Guertin.
Yeah, that's the kind of plays out. But again, Nick, you want to get out of bounds here. When the play is ended, you don't. Who cares if you give up 3 yards with a defender and just get out of bounds? Yeah. But, I mean, that might have been tough because he looked like he was stumbling a little bit, but a very well-executed play. Good job.
Goes for 24 yards. And now again, the officials trying to spot the football here. They're going to – oh, no, we got a flag. I'm sorry. And that's a neutral zone infraction against the defensive line.
It stops the clock.
5-yard penalty against South.
I don't think that was any more than stopping the clock to get the sticks, Nick. So that penalty does stop the clock. You got 4:21 left. Obviously, we're at onside kick time. You got to have a successful onside kick to stay in this.
Right. The clock is now moving after it was respotted after the 5-yard penalty.
Yep.
So we are ticking down towards 4 minutes here in real time. 1st and 5 from the 29-yard line. And Bowen is stripped. Football is on the ground.
And he's had himself quite a game. Number 53, Nick.
Karuru.
He has had a great night tonight.
It's recovered by Kevin Hamill.
And that'll do it.
Hamill has played well tonight, and that's the cherry on the sundae as he comes up with the football. It was Karuru on the strip, Hamill on the recovery. Second takeaway by the South defense tonight. And we're inside of 4 minutes remaining. Purple Panthers starting to feel it, still leading 31-14.
Well,
get the look there.
Quite an effort. You're going to see them unpile it.
Gets the step on the freshman tackle, Vincent Neyland, and then
nice tomahawk there, chop.
Ball out, and at the bottom of that pile is Kevin Hamill, who has played well with a few tackles in his own right and a big recovery there. So now back to the clock-killing operation if you're South. Levine gets the initial clock rolling with a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. And Levine really starting to pile up the amount of rush attempts tonight. Had 11 carries in the first half.
I don't know what happens to this 3:32, 3:29 and counting, Nick, but it's 8:30 right now. This game has moved along at a very, very reasonable pace, pretty quick pace. That's 2 hours.
2 hours, yep. Started at 6:30 Eastern tonight. And it's 8:37 here local time. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. On 2nd and 8, Levine shoots out of a cannon up the middle. First down and then some. Dragged down by Dolan. Signals first down after a 13-yard pickup.
Yeah, if yards with chips, Nick, he's got a pretty good portfolio there on the table. He is really racking up. And these are big yards, Nick. Getting that first down just continues to.
How about 24 carries tonight for Levine?
Yeah, at the end of the game, let me guess.
Got 24 carries, 13 of those since halftime. 2.5 to play. First and 10 from their own 45.
I'm going to say an average of 6 yards a carry, Nick, believe it or not.
Although BG has held him for a couple of,
that's why I say.
Stops near the line of scrimmage. Not this time, though. Rolls across midfield and rips off another 7, maybe 8 more.
He's a durable football player, Nick. He runs low, head up, shoulders down. Has a great forward lean, which has been proven over the years to protect you from knee injuries and other sorts of injuries.
That prototypical closer
Yeah.
that you're looking for.
Yeah, he's got good stuff.
Second down and 8, and again, South takes the clock down inside of 2 minutes. Reminder, postgame, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, and we'll get a look at the other tournament games tonight as well. We know Pinkerton won, but Memorial, they trailed at halftime in their own field against Salem.
Oh, come on. You're hiding stuff. You know it.
Do we know if they came back? We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Of course, Bedford, did they protect that early big lead against Winnicott?
Got the first down there. It's just.
Of course, we've got the Division II semifinals to preview tomorrow as well. So all that coming up after the game as Levine picks up another first down.
And that'll be on NFHS Network, correct, Nick?
Yes.
Tomorrow will be on NFHS, not our YouTube channel. But we'll be broadcasting it 48 hours later on our YouTube station. But live, watch it on NFHS Network.
NFHSnetwork.com.
You can go online and subscribe.
It'll be Steve and I and the rest of the Friday Night Lights New Hampshire crew.
Look forward to it.
Meanwhile, the South fans are on their feet. A tremendous season, 7-2 during the regular season. A big win last week over Londonderry. They're going to knock off crosstown foe Bishop Guertin tonight.
Not an easy feat to do that.
Not at all in the 4 versus 5 matchup. But this one a relatively dominant display, 31-14. The game never really in doubt in the second half. And they're going to take the knee here and bring us to the finish line here over the final 30 seconds. $31-14 going to be the final. Tremendous night for Cody Jackson. And the run game late by Sam Levine closed the door. The defense, 2 takeaways tonight. And in the end, another victory for Coach Porter. South going back to the Division I semifinals for the first time in over a decade. We'll talk about it next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
You too, Coach. 31-14, the final. Nashua South celebrating on the field here at Stellos as they eliminate Bishop Guertin in the quarterfinal round. Nick Anastas, Steve Bales with you. This one went South's way early. Colvin Levesque got them on the board with a 2-yard score. BG had an answer with a Logan Curran 8-yard touchdown rush. 7-7 our score after one. And then South really got busy. Levine ended up tonight 25 carries, 91 yards. His lone score was on a 14-yard scramble. 14-7 South. Then a big interception flipped the field. Jordan Tripp picked off Jake Bowen in the red zone. Nate Bowen in the red zone, returned it all the way to the Cardinal 10-yard line. A play later, it's Cody Jackson to Colvin Levesque. 10-yard pass, 21-7 South. They had a field goal just before the halftime buzzer. 24-7 the lead there. BG, they showed some fight, responding early in the third quarter with a touchdown drive of their own. Freshman Will Adams, a 5-yard score. That cut the lead to 10 at 24-14. But Jackson to Tripp on a 3rd and goal, a 4-yard hookup, made it 31-14. We had ourselves a scoreless fourth quarter, and thus a 31-14 final. So South 2-0 in this postseason. They await the winner of Bedford and Winnicott. Some final numbers. Steve, not sure if you heard the rushing total or not for Levine, but I'll repeat it. 25 carries, 91 yards.
Oh, I was going to say 130, 140. Wow.
91 yards and a touchdown. He also added a 30-yard catch.
Yeah, I'm probably adding all of it.
Right. Cody Jackson, meanwhile, how about 208 through the air? Only 2 completions after halftime, but playing with that big lead.
But that was decided. Yeah.
You're okay with that. 13 completions, 208 passing yards, and 2 touchdowns, 1 to Levesque and 1 to Tripp. Defensively, big game for Ray Karuru. 3 tackles, had a forced fumble. Bruno Goncalves, the high man, with a handful of stops for Bishop Guertin. Nate Bowen concludes a pretty good junior season, but not the fashion he was hoping for with the loss. Only the 1 turnover through the air, the 1 interception, also lost a fumble, but had a lot of yardage here, nearly 200. And Alex Dolan had a big game, 5 catches and nearly 90 yards, 89 yards on 5 unofficially.
And a tremendous defensive game as well. He played it hard out.
Yeah, you're right, 4 tackles for Dolan. So, Steve, your final thoughts here on this 31-14 Nashua South victory.
Well, congratulations. 7-2 record before the playoffs that BG comes in with, Nick. That's a good season.
Yep.
Coach Nalen, give him credit for what he's done here from BG, where they were 3 years ago to where they finished up in his 3rd year. He's got them where they want to get. Now it's going to be what happens now. But when you review this game, where it stands right now, that was an absolutely broad-based win on all elements and all aspects of the game. And the offense and defensive line just did terrific work for the Nashua South. They were clearly the better team tonight. To me, they were deeper, they were broader, and everybody just had a chip on their shoulder tonight in a good way, in a sense that I am here, played very confident, very tight. They must have had a heck of a practice this week, but Nick, they've been playing strong for weeks on end right now, and they are playing the best football they've played all year. Cody Jackson, Levine, Fish on the skill side of things, and so many more. But Cody Jackson, to me, stands out in that first half and the first part of the 3rd quarter, Nick. The things that he did on the field to help his team win, the players, the way he managed the whole game as a whole. But I also got to give a lot of credit to Coach Border, his offensive coordination that happened, defensive coordination. They came in with a game plan. They knew that their goal and objective was to obstruct the vision of Nathan Nate Bowen, and they did that all game. I never saw Nate Bowen struggle in a game at all this year like he struggled in this game. The only way to really to alleviate that is get him outside of the pocket. But you can always look at that and say, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? The bottom line is this was Nashua North's game to win. They did it. They executed at high level. And anybody that's going to draw Nashua North, which I believe would be the winner of the Bedford-Winnicott game, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. That they better be ready because this is a very, very good football team. So, and both, if it's Bedford, they have film on each other. Did Nashua South play Winnicott? I can't remember if they did or not. But they did play Bedford, and they got a film on each other if, in fact, Bedford wins this game. I know they were ahead. We're into a heck of a start off now of a heck of a semifinals. I'm sure you're going to give us what the final thing is. So,
all right, late third quarter.
Great win.
Late third quarter at Bulldog Stadium, top seed, undefeated Bedford with a 44-13 lead.
Well, there you go.
Over Winnicott. So it's likely to be South at Bedford on one side of that semifinal Division I bracket. Salem, right now, Steve, is 96 seconds away from a potential win. They are out in front of Memorial at Memorial, 24-14. Again, a minute 36 to go in the fourth quarter. So the Blue Devils, as the number 7 seed, if they win, would be at Pinkerton next weekend. The Astros beat Wyndham earlier today.
Soundingly, right?
34-6. So
It's
Pinkerton
win
is
for
watching that game with interest because if Memorial does come back to beat Salem tonight.
What's the score of the Memorial game?
24-14.
Wow.
Minute 36 to go. It looks like it's all but Salem's to lose. But should Memorial come back and somehow win that football game, the Astros would have to go on the road next weekend. Whereas if Salem wins, there's a home game in Derry for Coach O'Reilly.
Well, Salem has not played the last 3 or 4 weeks like the 7-seed team. They clearly have not. Coach Abraham and his staff deserves a tremendous amount of credit, and an equal amount of credit, if not more, even goes to the players, and I think Steve would say that.
Right.
The players have responded. They had a very difficult situation with a new young quarterback coming in, but I was talking last week about this young man. He's a sophomore, and he was impressive. Nick, last week, and you just got to give them all. They played Portsmouth. Don't think Portsmouth was a 4-4 team or whatever it was. They were coming in the end. They were playing great football. So they sharpen their tools, and they're sitting there almost 90 seconds away from winning that game. Regardless of what happens in that game, I'm assuming Bedford's going to pull it off with that big lead. We got some Pinkertons in the books right now. So we're going to have an interesting run.
If Salem gets it done, that would be the first road team of the tournament to get a win.
Yeah. Well, the way they were playing and the heart and soul that was going into their play last week, Nick. We were talking about that game. Remember, we talked about that game, going to cover that game. It's a honey of a game, and I'm sure very exciting. But so was this one. And if you look at Nashua South, I feel better to watch this team. They are top echelon right now, the way they played tonight. And
itching, I'm sure, for a rematch with Bedford.
Absolutely.
Bulldogs came in here
a lot of pride.
Way back in week 2.
Yeah.
And came away with a 34-14 win.
We were here.
A lot has changed since then.
Yes, it has.
So South, I'm sure, would welcome the rematch.
Yep.
But be careful what you wish for as well when you're talking about Bedford.
Look forward to tomorrow, too.
Yep. We'll be in the Queen City of Manchester, live at Trinity, as the Pioneers play host to Plymouth. The only place you can watch it live is NFHSnetwork.com. Again, NFHSnetwork.com. Want to thank Lisa Gingras.
Yes.
Her staff working well with us again tonight, sharing the space with our friends over at ETV. Appreciate them. And want to thank our crew here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Includes Kat Doyle and Matt Beals and John Barron.
Great work tonight.
All kind of rotating to get this thing
That was
done
my
tonight.
fault. Cat's going to pop me one.
Yeah. And I want to thank the sponsors, of course, as well. Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, TKQB Academy, Accurate Tree Service, and Jewett Construction. For our director, the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. And my partner, executive producer, Steve Beals. Another great
We can
job.
shake.
We can shake.
Always good, Nick. I love it. This is a
My
great
name
time of year.
is Nick Anastas saying so long. Nashua South, 31. Bishop Guertin, 14. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. presented by Beals Insurance.